You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy.
Was forced to use his Raging Sandstorm defensively. Now they're trying to go for the invasion against that purple buff of Yama Esports. Will they be able to secure? Okay, the retribution was dropped down. Maybe that was once again. Maybe that was
Mirage,
Kia who
guys.
took the purple buff. I guess because there was Yama nowhere to be seen.
Oh, and it's raining here. I'm in
Oh, but that was
Bangladesh.
Yave.
Yeah. Never mind. So I was talking about the rain once again. Okay, so Void just putting little damage to Dash, but who cares? Dash is a walking fountain. All right, so there is no intent to take fight. I mean, from the Yama Esports side. All right, so there's 6
कस्तो
minutes running in
सबतिर
the land
कता
of
कता चाहिँ
dawn.
हेर्ने रोज तिमी मेरो छोडेर अर्को हेर्ने
Dash
वाचपाट
is
या
the work.
सबैलाई ग्याङलाई च्याटमा गर्दै म्याक्स जुजमा बोलाउ न
Well, so let's have a look at the item.
अरु कसकोमा छ र वाचपाटी
We could see some items that they
साउन्डहरु
have
मिलाएको छ नि हैन ठिक आछ नि
Alright,
साउन्ड
so starting
क्वालिटी
from
फेरि
the
मेरो
way-
जति क्वालिटी अरूकोमा ढुक्क पनि आउँदैन ल
Other side quad with the DH.
मेरो इम्बेड गरेको छ नि त
I guess
तर क्वालिटीमा चाहिँ कम्प्रोमाइज छैन है केटाहरु
side, it could be anything. In the top side, and you know, like the best part of their team, I mean, the Caucasus supremacy, Dash is everywhere. Like not only he just just securing his lane,
ए सुएको पनि हैन
he's also helping to invade for his team. Whenever you need, whenever a
Sorry,
unit
man.
is like standing in front of you, he just no need to do anything. Just like do your stuff. Iruna will soak up all the damage, and in the meantime, Incon once again strike hard, and this time it's
होइन
Lucas
मेरो
and
अलिक
also
त्यहाँ मिलाउँदै थियो
Void with
कि
a
मेरो
wave
थम्बनेल
blade
थिएन कि
might
मसँग
be in trouble, and yes, this time it's Dash.
Yeah, Yave, lone SP will
म वही गएर वाचपाटी सबै भ्याएर यताउता गरेर आएको के भइरहेछ मैले साउन्डै सुने हैन
being secured by Incon. He wants more. He is looking for double, and he will secure the double
Budget भन्नाले?
against Yave from
त्यस्तो बजेट होइन म त्यो मिटरमा गएर चाहिँ आएको थिएँ त्यही भएर मेरो ढिलो भएको भर्खर आएँ कि सुवास र म त आएको हो नि
for now.
Yeah, we could see the instant replay. So here is the answer. Like Cloud tried very hard to execute a perfect blazing duet, but
गेमहरू घडाएर गेम के भइरहेछ हेरौँ टिकटकतिर पनि हाल्यो होइन
double kills once again. Way to get some more, but not enough momentum to take the triple kill. And I guess they might take the tier 2, especially from the mid lane. And seems like they're just losing it very fast. I mean, like they're just getting no chance. Yama Esports, like since the very first beginning, they're just getting dominated by the
के आउँछ यार बजेट कहिले दिन्छ र बजेट मिटअपको लागि
only the neutral objective, but also
टिकटकमा नि स्ट्रिम हाल्नु पर्यो हैन सबै हाल्नु नि हाम्रो केटाहरू कहाँ गएछ यार आफ्नै केटाहरू छैनन् यार लाइभ हेर्ने के हो
everything is just getting overwhelmed for their side.
Yeah, and
Kami ang nahan there.
Supremacy, they are trying their best to burst out that holy defense from the top lane
Good
before
defense.
they take it down the Lord, obviously. But yeah, Yama Sports, they are not trying to give it away for free.
Bangladesh
They
versus
are
Nepal
trying
चाहिँ
their
नेपालले
best
हान्नुपर्ने हुन्छ
to
जसरी
defend those holy defense from out of the lanes. But
कम्युनिटी सानै बनाएको मेरो साउन्ड ठुलो आउनलाई हो मेरो साउन्ड ठुलो निकाल्नलाई कम्युनिटी सानै बनाएको कम्युनिटी बढाइदिउँ मेरो साउन्ड हटाइदिउँ अहिले कोही नआउन्जेलसम्म है त्यही गर्नु पर्यो
yeah, that was nice pick against two of the tanky players. In fact, there were two of the players who the frontliners of Yama Sports. Three players is standing. They might be forcing towards the base of Yama Sports. Hybrid Lone SP will force to use his violent. Sorry, that was the first skill of.
All right. You know what? Like the way boys are, like striking the team. I mean, the Yama Esports feels like they're just being hurried to go home. Okay, so never mind. They're already in home. So I guess they want to finish the game as early as possible because that is the basic strategy that I have told you in the drafting section. Like it's good to finish the game early. Like who wants to make it late whenever your opponent does have a Claude in his team, and also there's Alice. Alice can be devastating, especially with the damage, with the sustain that Alice has. So nobody wants to dare to face Alice and Claude in the late game, and this Claude is super ready with a Purify. So Void could be devastating anytime in the late game. So situation can be, twisted anytime if they just hold the Nexus. At least the minimal thing that they could done, that is hold the Nexus. But I guess the stacked Granger has Incon won't let that happen so easily. So once again, they will charge the base and base will get locked and the Violet Requiem. Once again, an Incon, Yabi double kill in a hybrid this time and triple kill. Way to get some more, but I guess, the rest of the team will not let them happen and the victory goes to Cocktail Supremacy. I guess, the sponsors are watching the game, from their the party spot, and they're just so quite happy, and I guess you guys are happy by watching your team got the first victory against one of the best team of Nepal, that is Yama Esports. So things are getting like quite tricky for Nepal, and from the Bangladesh side things are just started very very smoothly, so you guys can cheer it up. I just have the bravery, so
Yeah, that
it's
was
not
a
the first
very
game.
okay. That was a very clean game for Cockatiel Supremacy. Yama Sports, they didn't have any chance from early to late game. Obviously, they had some picks for the later stage of the game, but looking at their lineup for the early phase of the game, they didn't have anything to
भइसक्यो एक ग्राउन्ड हारिसक्यो नेपालले
to
फर्स्ट नेपाल हारिसक्यो
get away from the snowball coming up from Kakatil Supremacy. They didn't have a lot of damage, and obviously, I guess the Hilda should have been picked earlier by Yama Sports, because Hilda,
मेरो साउन्ड आउँदैन
as
है मेरो
compared to
साउन्ड आइसक्यो
Khalid,
होला
yeah,
नि
Khalid have
मैले
some
बिचमा
lot
बिराम
of
दिन्छु तपाईँको कास्टरहरू
a lot of
बोलिरहेको
sustainability because of his regeneration, but Hilda does too. But the Hilda, she strays even the tanky jungles because of her
हटाइ नै दिनु
for
गाह्रो गर्नु भयो
penetration
के
stacks of second skill,
साउन्ड
the
उडाइदिनु
art of
तिमीहरू बोल
ulti.
न मात्र
Yeah, and beside all of this, like
ए
that, I would
ल्यामु नगर्ने है
say
फेरि
they
अफिसियल
just
लाइभ पनि
failed to track just
अफिसियल वाच
perfectly
पार्टी
to,
नि फेरि
like Incon Grandeur. So they just
लामो
failed in
लुमो
this
गर्छ
strategy to lock down their backline, especially they didn't prioritize the gold
यस्तो
lane.
भएपछि देश चल्छ भने यस्ता
Somewhere
यस्ता छन्
somehow Incon get farmed
स्ट्रिमर
enough,
पर्सि
like
हजुर पनि आउला नि
hitting the
लाइभमा
minimal, the power spike of Sky Piercer, and that was the
हजुर
key for them. And every single time they were just lacking on, targeting the backlaner. I mean the Incon.
त्यही
So
भने
you know,
कुन चाहिँ टिम नेपाल
right now
यामा यामा
they could
स्पोर्ट्स
see the
नेपाल
consequences in their own bare eyes. So
यामा स्पोर्ट्स
so here we go. From the cocktail supremacy side, that is Incon, the MVP, the most valuable player from their side, 93% team fight. Sorry, kill
तिमीहरू त राखेको
participation.
जोली
He was everywhere. He was everywhere with his gun. That I say, son of a gun. 32% damage that
केटाहरू
he
म यहाँ
dealt
पुरै
in the
मेरो यो
team fight,
टिकटकमा
and every
बनाउँदैछु म
single
यहाँ
time, whenever he's in the fight, he secured the kill.
टिकटकको
And
लागि बनाउँदैछु
4%
त्यहाँ
damage
मिलाऊ है केटाहरू
to
के
which
भयो
was,
बोल है
quite
बोल
common. He's a marksman, so what else you could expect? He's not a tank at
वीरेन्द्र
all.
दामी खेल्यो तर
So in the meantime, so the build that you could see,
एकछिन
so
जाने
if you're willing to
जित्यो
learn
एक गेम
Grandeur and
एक
if
गेम
you're just a big fan of
उसले जित्यो
Incon, then
ककटेलले
you
जित्यो
guys could copy the build. So there's nothing fancy. There's a regular Sky Piercer combined with a Hunter Strike, and also
कोकाटाइल
there's a
होला
physical
ककटेल होला कि
penetration
कोकाटाइल होला नि
coming off from the Malefic gun. Sorry, Malefic Lore, and to see Halbert to like burn their
कोकाटाइल हो
HP
त्यसलाई
regen,
ककटेल केटा
and also there is a Rose Gold
यसै ककटेल
Meteor,
ककटेल भनेर
not
केटाहरू
exactly the Rose Gold Meteor, the subcore item of that. So it was able to give the shield
आज
to Incon and making sure that he won't die so easily. And in the other time, like Void was getting quite ready for his team, but
हामीलाई
his
थाहा
team
कि
was
त्यही
not
ककटेल होइन
enough to take it to the late game as far as possible and even fail to create some momentum for his Claude. Like we saw, like the first, he was the one who strike in the very first of the game. He and Incon, I mean Void and Incon, they have started the game very well, but in the end, everything just messed up for the Nepali side, and the favor has been taken
बट्ने
down
आज
by the
सुरु गर्दैछ
cocktail supremacy.
Yeah, once again talking about the itemization, the first
म किन
itemization
अफिसियल
from
नभन्दा
Locks, that
मेरोमा
was
राम्रो लाइभ देखिरहेको
the
छु
Thunder Belt. I don't think that was the best idea while facing against Hilda. Hilda's base damage is
क्या
very
क्लियर
high during the early phase of the game. So, yeah, he could have opted for the Dreadnought armor early on, but yeah, that's what happened during the early phase of the game. Alox wasn't sustaining that much to save to keep the rest of the players safe on the jungles as well. While I think most of the tank junglers, they opt they mostly go for the what was that? The glowing item of the cursed
Molten
helmet.
dances.
Yeah, molten nations, but I couldn't see any kind of molten nations being built up by Yahweh. So yeah, that might also be one of the reasons that he wasn't being able to farm very quickly. But maybe that might not be the meta right now. His base damage could be enough to farm enough. But yeah, there were so many things that was a bit off from their team, like giving away the Hilda was one of the main thing. And yeah, after the game started, the itemization was also a little bit off according to my
लाइफ सकेपछि भन्ने
perspective.
कास्टरलाई
So what are your
गाली गर्ने
thoughts?
लाइफ
You can
सकेपछि
drop down it on the comment section. When they messed up, you can
गइरा
comment and let us know about that thing. Yeah, you can provide us your
लौडा
point of view in the comment section.
Yeah, obviously, like you guys could give your
आएछ
personal
गइरा
opinions
मुला
and whatever you were just
त्यो
feeling.
प्लेयरलाई गाली गर्नुमा के भन्दिन
And
त कास्टरलाई चाहिँ किन
like,
भन्नु
that was the first game, and that the victory is
कस्तो
taken down
लौडा
by
फेरि
Cocktail Supremacy. Bangladesh won, still Nepal is 0, but still there is a 6 more game to go. And let's see what they will bring in the next game, man. I would like to see something out of the box. Like, I would like to see something new out of the box, especially from the Nepali side.
म लाइभ
And
नभए भन्दै
also
अरूको
from
आफ्रोको
the side of Cocktail Supremacy. And, I'm expecting to see.
होइन
I was
अहिले
expecting
मैले
to see,
डिस्कर्ड आवाज मिट
Harriet
हान्छ
in the goal lane. Maybe Harriet got
अँ
nerfed, if I'm not wrong. I'm not quite sure about that. But yeah, Incan was amazing. So I'm expecting to see Harriet in the goal lane. I'm just
खै के
expecting
हो त
that from
होइन
Incan.
केटा
So
हो
let's see
त्यो
what happened.
त्यो
Like, who knows? This game could be a little bit more that we usually expect. So yeah, let's see
त्यो
what happened in this game.
तिमीहरूलाई
So
हाल्नु पर्ला है मैले त
no,
के
I'm
बोले
not
होइन
gonna
यो
ask
दुईटा
the same
चुतियाहरूले
question
बोले हो
that I
दो
asked
मेरा
you so
गोप्स
the last night. Like, what is your favorite draft? What could be your favorite draft in your personal opinion?
हजुर
If I just ask you, will you answer me that? Like, is your team is playing in the Yama Esports.
हजुर हजुर
So, what's your thought about them? Especially, you saw the pick, the
म पनि
draft
कास्टर बन्न
last
सक्छु
time.
भन्ने
So, what do you think? What their draft should be, especially in the the 5-man picking.
Okay, now I would like to talk about the last match's draft from Yama Sports. I think they were
ओइ
missing early game damage, due to which they couldn't, pull off the game towards the later stage of the game, where Cloud could dish out the rest of the damage for the later stage of the game. Zaytian, she had some, the magic
म्युट त अनि
defense, so, sorry, some penetration on her um skill one, but yeah, obviously she isn't that kind of maze who could dish out a lot of damage. So yeah, I guess that what happened. And one of the thing is obviously because of the weather, where
फर्स्ट
a
राउन्ड
lot of
बङ्गालीले
players, even
बङ्गलादेशले
the viewers from Nepal, are having a hard time. Even this stream was delayed
Mm.
because of the internet problem. So I guess that is also one of the reason. Just it's there might be a lot more reasons too, maybe personal reasons too. Yeah, and obviously there is some reason. Main reason could be the drafts
ले
and the execution in the
पायो
game.
जेसीले
Yeah, that could be like interest, like kind of like
अँ त्यही
All
त्यही
right, so we got a notice that we have to take a break, and we'll be right back after the break because there's some, like technical difficulties going on in the land. Sorry, not in the land of Dawn. I mean, there's some difficulties is going on, so we have to take a break. It will be like
गोविन्द दाइ
around 6 minutes, so don't go anywhere.
टिकटकमा
We'll be
चाहिँ अडियो
right back.
कसरी घटाउने
And
यार
those who are watching, having a watch party, so keep discussing like what could be the strategy for, Yama Esports, or maybe for Cocktail Supremacy. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the short break.
कसको यहाँ हेर्नु त गोविन्द दाइ लाइभ हेर्नु नि मेरो यसको अडियो कसरी हेर्नु
arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring.
त्यहाँ नै छैन अडियो हालेको छैन मैले त्यसो
Let the light of spring illuminate our
Oh.
path.
May all be blessed.
होइन
with
सोर्स छैन यो त
golden harvest.
उयो हो के भर्खर मैले लिङ्क हालिदिएको के यो टर्न साउन्ड गर्न न
Waves
मेरो
on
चाहिँ
golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
यामा
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring,
मलाई पनि थाहा नै
Florian
भएन
and I.
खेर
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
यसो गर्नु पर्यो उता फेरि ब्रेकको मेरोमा साउन्ड आउँछ कि मलाई ब्रेकको सुन्नै मन छैन गोविन्द मोनिटर अफ गर्न मिल्दैन यसमा के हुँदैन मलाई साउन्ड आएको त नसुन्ने के एडभान्स फिल्टर होइन अब सेटिङमा केही छैन भने केही पनि छैन मलाई पनि सुनिन्छ क्या फेरि यसो गर्छु नि त के गर्छु भन्दाखेरि फेरि यसबाट खोल्यो भने पनि युट्युबमा खोल्यो भने फेरि साउन्ड गइहाल्छ है ब्रेव
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn,
अडियो सर छैन नि
Hidden blossoms.
fruits of our labor.
ब्रेव डाइरेक्ट लिङ्क यसको अरू गर्छु ल आवाज गयो केटाहरू
मेरै नाममा बिल पाए
नेपालले जित्यो भने त कसम भोलि त वाइल्ड ठुलो पानी पर्छ
नेपालको कुन टिम छ र हाम्रो यहीकोहरू हो यहीको भाइहरू
यो चियाहरू त धोती भइसक्यो
को हो त अनि
फ्लिप हुन्छ त मायासाला क्यामेरा त
धोतीको अब खै को नयाँ होला हाइब्रिड होला अनि को छ रे सरीको लाइनमा ओइ मियाको कस्प्ले त नाइस गरेको
मिया खलिफा
मियाको त्यो कस्प्ले गरेर यो एनिमेसन बनाएको हो
हाइब्रिड लकेट राम्रो होइन राम्रो प्लेयर छन् केटा हो राम्रो प्लेयर छन्
होइन अहिले एड चलिरहेको छ नि मियाको कस्प्ले गरेर कि यो कस्प्ले गरेर
कस्प्ले हो यो अफिसियल क्लस प्लेयरहरू हो
तिमी डिस्प्ले क्याप्चर गरेको भर्चुअल गर्यो
भर्चुअलमा चाहिँ यसो गर्नुपर्छ कि
उप्पै बनाइदियो कि यो कस्प्ले गरेको हुन्छ नि
तिमी नत्र उ गर्दा पनि हुन्छ नि
गेमको जस्तो इमोट गर्नु नि
हजुर
भोइस मिटर अडियो डाउनलोड गरेर होइन त्यहाँबाट अडियो डिस्ट्रिब्युट गरेर भइहाल्यो त
भोइस मिटर छ नि
अनि त्यहाँबाट अडियो डिस्ट्रिब्युट गर न तर अहिले सेटअप गरेर झाउ हुन्छ फेरि त्यो
भोइस मिटर लास्ट टाइम
अडियो मिक्सर गर्नु मैले हिजो अस्ति गराएको थिएँ कि उसमा युट्युबमा अडियो सङ र अब भोइस सङ्गीत जाने माइकबाट
तर मैले यस्तो गर्न मिल्छ नि फेरि थाहा छ मैले यो क्यामेरा अफ गरिदिन्छु होइन अनि यही खोलिदिन्छु यसको अडियो गए अफ छ नि त होइन अनि ब्रेभमा चाहिँ तर फेरि ब्रेभ खोलेर बस्नुपर्छ क्या ए ब्रेभमा भोल्युम बढाउने तर आफूलाई चाहिँ नसुन्न मिल्ने गराउनु मिल्छ नि ब्रेभमा यो यसमा चाहिँ यहाँबाट कहाँ मिल्छ नि के अरे यहाँनिर साउन्ड होइन अफ गर्ने भएन साउन्ड नजाँदो रहेछ साउन्ड
ब्रेकबाट कहाँ तिम्रो साउन्ड आफ्नो नसुन्ने गराउनु हुन्छ त
म नसुन्ने के यार यो साउन्ड यार कसलाई मलाई पागल हुन्छ भने
त्यही त्यसको भोइस मिटर युज गरे भयो होइन आफूले नसुन्ने गराउनु मिल्छ त्यहाँबाट ओबिएसमा हाल्नु
सरस भएन नि मलाई न भाइ त्यसको
हजुर
ओबिएसमा तिम्रो के साउन्ड के बढाएर के अरे
ओबिएसमा त प्रब्लम छैन ओबिएसको ढुक्क हुने केही भएन होइन यो टिकटकको स्टुडियो टिकटकको लागि
तिमीले केही भर्चुअल गरे होइन त्यो भर्चुअल गर्दा फेरि
भर्चुअल होइन मैले लिङ्कमै गरेँ भर्चुअल त केही पनि छैन त्यो क्यामेरै हो यो त
अनि यहाँबाट लिउँ न त हामी भर्चुअल स्टार्ट गरेर
छैन क्यामेरा मात्र लिन मिल्छ क्या
हामी मिल्छ त स्टार्ट भर्चुअल गरेर उ गरौँ न सेटिङमा जाउँ त सेटिङमा गएर तिम्रो प्रोग्राम हेर न के के छ
यहाँ त भर्चुअल क्यामेरा आउँछ कि
ना 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 त्यहाँबाट के आउँछ फिड आउँछ होइन
यही फिड यहाँ आउँछ
अहिले चलाइदिउँ नि त हामी त्यहाँबाट अडियो कति गरौँ क्या
अडियो के हाल्ने
अडियो तिमीले नसुन्ने बनायो होइन
मिलेन क्या
कता केटो म यहाँ बिचमा छु बिच दादा खाना
टिकटकमा मिल्दैन रहेछ भने
होइन होला यार
छैन।
कहाँबाट सिक्यो हो नर्थ सरिफले म्याक्स नेपाली भइसक्यो त केटो
नर्थ सरिफ आदि नेपाली भइसक्यो नर्थ सरिफ आधा नेपाली हो क्या
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring.
Welcome
link
back
of the
again to
15.
Golden Hour Cup 2026.
link the card divided.
We had
Sorry,
a
I'm doing
short
sorry.
technical break
sorry,
yeah,
yeah.
because
ब्रेकमा
there
त सेटिङ क्लिक गरेर
is,
त्यहाँ मिल्छ
you
क्या
know,
मोन्टर अफ गरेर
the rain going on in lots of parts of Nepal and
Susanle पनि watch
yeah,
गरिदिनु
obviously,
मन रफी छ क्या
the
उ गर
players
न
as well as
तिमीलाई
viewers are having a hard time
still
with the
मलाई त ब्रेभकै साउन्ड आयो क्या गोविन्द दाइ यसबाट मोनिटर भएको साउन्ड होइन क्या ब्रेभै सुन्नु पर्यो नि त
If you
मैले
are interested in giveaway, you
But
can
like,
participate in
draft
giveaways
अब गर न त्यसो भए
where
उमेशलाई त्यो राइट क्लिक
every
गर होइन
day 5,000 worth of diamonds are given away on Facebook
यता-
page
यता
of
right को
MLBB
feed मा
Nepal
click
and
गर।
MLBB Bangladesh. So you just
Ah.
have to switch to the stream of MLBB Nepal or
त्यहाँ
MLBB
program project
Bangladesh Facebook
उ त्यो
page.
गर फुल मोनिटर भएको
Like
फाल्नु
this,
एउटामा।
like that stream,
अनि
share the
एउटा
stream,
मोनिटर फाल्नु
and
माथि दुईटाको
yeah,
एउटा
obviously
सही र
mention
one
your
line कुनमा फाल्ने।
game ID and
Yes,
server ID. Once again,
ल
in
बस
Cash
तिम्रो
Decks
sound
here,
आउँदै उता pro-
it's me,
grip
Sudan
drop
Rai, with
गरिदेऊ,
Waka
grip
Mahmood from Bangladesh.
Thank you
And
so
ele
much,
ke भयो र
Sudin,
अहिले?
once again for the amazing intro, and
यो
we're
sound चाहिएको
we're
grip
back
को
in the
sound
second
सुन्नु
game,
अप्ठ्यारो
and
पर्दैन
this game will be
अरे यो
a little bit
हटाउँदै हो
hard for Team
Mhm.
Yama Esports because
live stream
already
आज
they lost the
तिमीहरू
first
यसरी
match,
live
so
stream गर्नु
some
कस्तो
way or
नराम्रो थियो।
somehow they have to find a way to get victory against the Cocktail supremacy. So definitely Nepal will try to do that, and
Yeah.
I'm also
Yeah, सुन्नु न,
eagerly waiting to
Ghost दाइ
see
सुन्नु न।
something new out
के हो
of the
कुरा
box,
भन्दाखेरि
especially in the drafting and in the picking.
युट्युबमा प्रब्लम छैन
So starting things up from the Yama Esports, so there is a Kalia
युट्युबमा
has
मैले
been
सुन्नु
banned
परेको
out,
छैन
and
बुझ्नु
on the other hand there is
युट्युबमा त यहाँ डाइरेक्ट इन्टरेक्ट गरेर मैले
the
बोलाउनु
regular
मिल्छ नि त
Korean
होइन
boy has been banned out from the side of
युट्युबमा
Cocktail
प्रब्लम भएन यो टिकटकमा चाहिँ
supremacy. So yeah, like bans will be, except one or two bans, it will be like the regular bans. Yeah, here we go. Yamas started banning out the comfort picks of Kia, like banning out the Fanny. Even they could ban Lancelot, even Hayabusa. They have banned Hayabusa in the last game, so they're not letting any assassin open for Kia because Nepal already know about their gameplays and the Yama esports. Like they have studied a lot about Kia, so he could be devastating and he could be a complete mess for Team Nepal.
Yeah, he is really good indeed. But talking about the draft once again, okay, there's Guniver once again, another restrict ban against Kia. So yeah, he is really deadly against any players who he meets against himself. Cocktail Supremacy, they have one last ban for the first phase of banning session here, so they can ban something like maybe Grok once another roamer, or they can go for some tanky jungler ban like Basha or even Fragrant, because I think Yama Sports, they are really comfortable with tanky junglers, as we haven't seen Yave that much in the jungle lane, just like who from Defame Walker. There was a player from XP which you've been talking about.
Like you mean Osusaki?
Yeah, Suzuki. Yabe is similar kind of player. Like he is very versatile. By the way, he is an OG player from Nepal. He's been the coach. He's been manager of lots of team, but yeah, I haven't seen him in jungle lane so often in the competitive scene. So I think that's the reason he is very comfortable with tanky junglers, but not a very few assassins.
Yeah, yeah, like so it happens sometime. Like whenever you were just expecting some of your players to play a different role, you may expect something good, from them, but sometime, like it doesn't come up with the same way that you want. Like sometimes it get they get you into trouble. Like like personally, I don't want to talk about the defense side, but I must have to mention a few more things like that we have learned from their strategy and their game and their lineup. Like he was a complete EXP player, and he just forced to I'm not gonna mention the force word because I don't know nothing about their squad and what's inside there going on in their team. But still, I don't feel that good. Like if you are a EXP player, then you better go for it. Go for it. If you're a pure jungle, then okay, just go for it. You don't have to move to EXP or even mage. I don't prefer that. You know. All right, so keep this aside. Let's move on to the drafting section. So here we go. Looks with a Freya, definitely he will swap it because they got the opportunity. So now they want to utilize it. The Valkyrie goddess, with the sword and shield, she could bash anyone and slice and dice anyone, especially in the gold lane nowadays, because Freya is getting played in the gold lane more than playing the EXP or even as a jungler. So yeah, you could count on the Valkyrie goddess from Sweden. Maybe he's from Denmark. I don't know. I don't know the origin. Maybe Sweden.
Okay.
Ooh, like the
That's
Sora.
interesting. The Valentina pick is quite interesting coming up from Cockatiel Supremacy. I mean, there isn't so much ultimates coming up from Yama Sports. Yeah, Valentina is very mobile. She has lots of damage, but she has quite a very short range. So I don't know
Mhm.
if when there were lots of mazes left open, even when the first phase of the peaking was about to end, they could have banned Valentina if they wanted to prevent it being picked from the side of Yama Sports. I don't understand about that Valentina pick. Maybe they are trying to pick something with huge ultimates after for fourth pick and fifth pick.
Mhm.
That might be one of the reason, but okay, let's see how they will be performing with that Valentina.
Yeah, still, these three picks is not that much effective with the ultimate of the Hercules, but the last two pick will be a little bit tricky because the Yama esports they are not a little bit conscious about the picking because they're not gonna pick anything that could there's ultimate could be a mess for themselves, especially if that just got copied by Valentina. So definitely they're not gonna do that. So it could be a strategy for them. It could be a tricky strategy for them to not pick something like implosion, like Tigreal or even Minotaur's Fury, like Minotaur. So they won't go for this kind of heroes. And
Mhm.
so yeah, it could be a little bit of plus point for them, I think. But Valentina, I usually feel her ultimate is more effective than the real one that she just used to copy from someone else. And yeah, Win-Win and Void, I just want to see what will be their pick because still Sora, like Sora, um, Freya, or even Kimi's ultimate is not that much, worthy to copy. Still, I guess Hylos' ultimate is a little bit, I will say it will be good, but not that much. And Elise, Win-Win's Elise, the recent revamped ultimate, I guess. If Hercules could utilize it perfectly, then I think that he could figure it out some way.
Yeah, the Throne of Rain, it has some CC immunity as well as some slight CC against the players against them. So I guess the Throne of Ruin might be a great ultimate, as well as the Glorious Pathway coming up from Hylos could be one of the ultimate which yeah, Cockatiel Supremacy can copy with that Valentina. The last pick for Cockatiel Supremacy, that will be Yuzong. Most of the time Yuzong is that kind of hero which is picked in the very first pick, but this is getting interesting here. Cockatiel Supremacy, they have opted to pick him in the very last pick, is the very last pick. Okay, maybe it could be because of a bit slight nerf. The Sara shooting damage have been toned down for Yuzong, so maybe that might be one of the reason. And yeah, we can see that they have lots of fighters in their team. They are lacking some range, they are lacking some damage, also damage too. I mean, yeah, Leomord has lots of damage, Yuzong has lots of damage, but the kind of trading damage is missing from the side of Cockatiel Supremacy, I would say.
Well. That being said, let's see which team has the last lap because one of them must have to fall because only one can win here in the land of Dawn. Golden Hour Cup 2026. Mobile Legend Bang Bang has started this tournament, and huge applause for them. Huge hats off for them for arranging this kind of tournament. Like we all expect this type of official tournament will happen for both nation, Bangladesh and Nepal. So yeah, okay. So starting things off with Sudin Roy.
Yeah, maybe we could already see some fights going on here. Sorin getting very low here by the poke damage from Win-Win. And also in the XP lane, okay, I wasn't expecting Yuzong getting that much poked by Elise in the very early phase of the game. Yeah, most of the time Yuzong, he needs to be at least level 3 to dominate the lane. So maybe that's what is happening here in the XP lane.
Yes, and Lux just trying to, get some sustain for his team, and here we go. Leo Mord, not with the level 4, and the fight has been taken, revitalized, and it popped up to secure some HP, and the first blood is taken by Dash. Dash was amazing, I do appreciate Yuzong pick. This is the reason. Okay, so Phantom Stick, Leo Mord landing the speed, but not enough. Alright, so Hercules might be in trouble. Kibi, Win-Win with the aim. And Hercules has been taken down by Win-Win as well in the meantime.
Yeah, that was a bad trade for Yama Esports, obviously. Cockatiel Supremacy, they had a very great start here. They've got two player trade as well as they might be able to control the turtle pit here. And the top lane, Incon is facing a lot of damage by Void. Okay, he has been zoned out, but Yahweh, he's still eager to take that turtle. He's trying to go for the retribution battle where he is already one level behind, but there's the Black Dragon coming up from Dash. The turtle have been taken down by Kia. The fight might not continue anymore. Yeah, lots of players are going falling back, but Kia, he is interested to do some invasion on the jungle of Yama Esports.
Absolutely, and yes, and Hylos is not enough to soak up all this damage, especially the burst damage is coming from Leomor's first skill that we all know that got revamped, and the base damage is 200 plus if I'm not wrong. So yeah, the first skill of Leomor does hurt a lot in the early to late game. And in Con once again in the mid lane, leaving his lane, and here we go, the Sustain Cloud, and there's a glorious pathway in the meantime. Oh my god, there's a double glorious pathway. That was quite ideal. You see, Kia lose huge chunk of his HP, and Sorin had trouble, not enough, and Kia took down Win-Win in the meantime.
Yeah, Das, he is getting some fits here. He might be unstoppable if not stopped early on. Yeah, we all know if the Yuzong is fade during the early stage of the game, and he will be unstoppable, and we might be watching the same thing being happen in this game in the final stage of the game. Finals, the grand finals of Golden Hour Cup 2026.
Yes. It's all about Team Nepal versus Team Bangladesh, and the winner will get a huge amount of prize from Moonchun. So yeah, it will be a great opportunity for both nations, and someone has to lose the game, no worries, but still someone will get the second place. But forget about it. both of these teams are eagerly waiting to get victory, especially if I talk about the Yama Esports. They might lose the first game, but still, few more games to go, and they will maneuver something against that cocktail supremacy. Like, you have to bring something special whenever you were just facing one of the most dominating and diabolical team in Bangladesh. All right, so much of the Guardian for Hercules to save himself will get some damage, and in the meantime, there's a glorious pathway from the both sides. Valentina as well. Here we go, the fight. The Valkyrie Goddess will charge very heavily. Sora will be in the fight also, but Hercules has been taken down in God with a Thunder Fist. Going to get some more win-win. This time is Kia got victimized by the hand of the win-win.
Okay, that was great save for Yahweh too. Looking at the replay once again, the glorious path with the fight. There's lots of things going on at the same time. Boyd, where he was completely trying to, kite away the damage, and he was dishing out a lot of damage. Winun was the one who was executing most of them. Maybe, yeah, we could see the typical kind of Kimi here who might build the Sky Piercer early on. I'm not sure if he has already built up the Sky Piercer for this game. Once again, the fight having started here, shifting skies to the Thunder form by Incon. But yeah, obviously the Thunder form damage hurts a lot. That is why Void is kind of stepping back. Okay, the Sky Piercer was the first item, so maybe 30 plus stacks or maybe 20 plus stacks could be it.
All right, so in the other hand, Warax versus the Corazon side. I mean, I'm talking about the Freya and comparing with the Incon. Incon is quite cool. Seems quite cool with the Warax, and the other side, Corazon side, especially usually Freya players love to go for the Trinity after the recent revamp. Okay, so there is a 4-1 rotation is coming from the Cocktail Supremacy type. The synergy that they have, like quite impressive, that I would say. I'm just so used to watching them with amazing strategies, especially whenever they used to play. I normally see there's a 4v1 rotation, because you see, there was only Yuzhong in the bottom lane, and the top side they were rotating with the full 4 squad.
Now they are all rotating towards the turtle. This time Yama Sports, they want to contest that turtle. Even though they still have few, deficiency in the matter of that gold, and Khan is ready to zone out the players from the top side. There's once again the glorious pathway. Kia will be the one to secure the turtle. Wade is okay, diving into nothing. Maybe Natalia. There's 1v4 situation going on to lock. He is getting completely melted by the players. That's Incon taking the kill. Incon is getting locked on 2. Win-win will secure, and once again another kill. AOZ being used defensively. Hercules might not be able to survive this as 3 of the players are constantly hitting against him.
All right, so there is 7 kills from the Cocktail Supremacy and Yama Sports. Now they're just, giving the competition, the hard competition against the Cocktail. 8 kills in a row. Look at the instant replay once again. It was an amazing fight. Like, the fight was completely taken by the Yama Esports. Like, I told you, like, they will figure out something against the Cocktail Supremacy. And now they're just doing that very well. And, the proper strike from their side could be possible to manipulate the snowball from their side. Like, it was in the very first beginning, it was to the Cocktail side. Now, if we could see that, then definitely it will take the favor of their side, like the Yama Esports.
Yeah, and Yama Sports, they have already covered up with the goal difference here. They have already equated the goal amount against the Cocktail Supremacy. So what could be expected here? Win-win with already 20 more stacks. It could be probably 47 stacks. So Cocktail Supremacy, they have to be really careful about Win-win. They must be prioritizing to kill Win-win, I guess, at this situation, at this moment. And about the whole map control, Yama Sports is slowly getting the control of the map, because they have been able to secure some turrets. Now they are trying to make the pressure on the top lane, while they will be doing the Lord dance on the bottom side of the map.
Absolutely, and this is the game that I expect every time whenever it's all about the Bangladesh and Nepal. Okay, so Sorain is putting a huge damage on the looks and willing to take a huge chunk of him. A glorious pathway from the both sides. The fight has been taken, and Freya, the Valkyrie goddess, is just trying to give a huge damage, striking hard. In the meantime, the Black Dragon from Yuzhong dash Win-Win just trying to provide some damage on the backlane, but not enough to secure himself from Kia. We'll get some more, but unfortunately taken down by Yabi as well.
Yeah, Dash pretty low on HP. Void with Flicker. He will chase Dash down. That was a kill against Dash. Void versus Incon. That might be 1v2 situation. Ace Hybrid will be joining the fight. Incon, low on HP, will fall to the hands of Void. Hercules 2 is very low on HP. Yabi hitting with the Blade Surge. But okay, that was the first tier turret from mid lane being taken down by Yama Sports. Now they have the control on the Lord and they are winning some lanes too. So okay, Yama Sports, they are back on track for the game number 2.
Yeah, and like the way they're just playing right now and took the situation to their control is quite amazing. I told you they will figure out, they will figure out something, some strategy to, for them to against to apply to Cocktail Supremacy, and definitely they're doing that. They're maneuvering something, especially like you are just playing with the amazing team of Bangladesh. So yeah, let's go for it. And this is a competition that I do expect every single time. Whenever it's a big competition, I do expect this type of fight. Like, games are getting hard right now.
Yeah, and Yama Sports once again trying to synchronize all of the lanes all together. Logs while he is just trying to give vision to his teammates. 4 players or maybe 5 of the players are still on the mid lane side from Cockatiel Supremacy. With this Lord, I don't think they'll be able to penetrate it up to the inhibitor rate from the mid lane. But yeah, they have managed to get very deep inside from the bottom side of the lane. Top lane is still fine for Cockatiel Supremacy, but it's still the map pressure is on Cockatiel Supremacy. They might be having hard time contesting the Lord against Yama Sports because of how deep Yama Sports have already penetrated into their base.
Absolutely, and not only that, but also they're just focusing on the neutral objective, secure the Lord and every single lane, and they almost took 2 towers from the bottom lane, tier 1 and 2, and the goal difference between these two teams. Now that they're just three kills, 3,000 gold ahead, and the Cocktail Supremacy side. And okay, so the started once again, and this time, Avatar the Guardian.
As well, that's okay, it's one of the ruin, stunning 4 of the players of Cockatiel Supremacy. Hercules Lone who will fall. Yabi with the kill against Sorin. That's last player standing. Incon will get chased down, and that's triple for Void and the complete wipe out from Yama Sports. Now Hybrid, he is trying to flex that they have wiped out the players from Cockatiel Supremacy. Just one, and once again another wave of the minute, and they are locking onto the base. That's game number 2 being taken down by Yama Sports.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a hell of a good gameplay, and I told you in the second game they will try to figure out some strategy out of the box, and that is what they did. Like they just completely uprooted Team Cocktail Supremacy, and the victory goes to the Nepali side, 1-1. 1-1 from both sides, and things are getting quite impressive right now. Like 1 point for Bangladesh and 1 from Nepal. Things just are going, a little bit more cloudy here in the land of dawn. Thunderstorm could become any moment for any team.
Yeah, as the grand final should be
Like this, yeah.
like this. Both of the teams are having like 1 each wins from both of the from their side. But okay, even in the land of dawn, I think there should be equality because both of the teams, they are getting ahead of them each other. And yeah, I would like to see the equation of the goal lead. I want to see both of the finalists being even in the gold and even in the map control, so that you know it will be very thrilling to see how they will
अब फेरि कति
play
बेला
to
फेरि
get the
दसैँ तिहार
victory.
ठिक 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 रोसले हान्छ
Yeah,
होला है
absolutely, and like we could see that like in the match cards, and but before that, let's look at the highlights, the match highlight between Yama Esports and Cocktail Supremacy, and Win-Win literally just melted down everyone in the late game. Like they might not have any marksmen in the goal lane, but who cares if you're just counting Kimmy and not only as a mage, then you are just a damn fool, you also have to counter as a marksman, and that is what she does, play a multiple role. So that was a very
सुरुको
very
खै
big
के
key
गरी हारे के गरी हारे थाहा
point
नि
for
म्याच
them.
सुरुको हार्न चाहिँ
Like
हारे केटाहरू
they just completely forget to like track down Kimi, especially she was the perfect backlaner who was providing the backlane damage, and I guess she just died once or twice in this game, once with the hand of the
मान्छेले
Leomord,
जिताउनुपर्छ
and I
गाइजहरू
guess one with the by the hand of the the dash. I mean
ठिक छ
the mighty
साह्रो चाहिँ
Yuzong,
म्याच भइदियो
but
भने
they
यार
just
कसम
completely
तपाईँको पानी
forget
के
to
फर्स्ट गेमको लागि हारेर
isolate
यो
Kimi, and it's
चाख्यो
not
कि त
like that,
माहौल भनेर
she was like
माहौल चाहियो भने
quite
के
छैन
छ
होला
playing
अनि
safe
हुँदैछ
and making a
गलत
quite
लाग्यो
safe
होला
distance
फेरि
चाहिन्छ
against
भनेर माहौल
the
चाहियो भने
Kia
त्यतिखेर
and Dash. Like, whenever you were just playing Yuzhong, playing against Yuzhong, then you could easily get caught by his petrification. So
Mhm.
yeah, that being said, and here we go, the Volk. Okay, so I was supposed to say the MVP will take down by Kimi. I mean, win-win, but unfortunately, it is taken down by the Valkyrie goddess. That is Freya. Zero, sorry, 309 KDA with the decent build, the usual revamp build of Freya that people usually love to play with, and 23%
भोइड
damage he
हेर्ने छ
dealt,
हान्छ
and
भिडियो देख्न
20%
ल
damage
भोइड
he took, and 75% kill participation. It was void from the goal lane, the Korean side. Like there's the endless battle, War Axe combined with the physical penetration,
होइन
Malefic
भोइडले हान्छ
Roar.
तपाईँको भोइडले राम्रो हान्छ
So, that is Freya. And here we go, the match result and the match card. So, Sudin, you want to say something, so like about the goal difference or something like that. So, I think it's quite open for
होइन
you.
यस्तो पनि थियो
Yeah,
कि
the
यो लेट गेम
goal
हार्यो डाइरेक्ट
difference,
त्यो
I think it
किल
was
मार्ने
on the
गेम
hand
भयो
of
क्या उसको
the team
के अरे
Supremacy for the
हाइलो स्लो
early
स्याम्पलले मारेको
phase of the game,
अपोजिटबाट
but then after the team Yama Sports, they grabbed onto it, they just went for the clean victory. But I was hoping for the Ice Queen 1 coming up from Win-Win or any Kimi player after the recent patch, because Ice Queen 1 was bit buffed, I guess. And I was hoping for that classic Hylos with slow maze combination in this game, but that wasn't the case. Kimi, he wasn't going for the slowness, but he was going for the pure damage, the raw damage. Yeah, obviously there was Freya too. Who was void on the Freya. He was dishing out a lot of damage. But yeah, even the Kimi on mid lane, he was going for the raw damage. He was trying to be the hyper carry of this game. He was trying to dish
Yeah.
out the damage. He was trying to go for the kill. But even after all of that effort, because of two deaths, I
केटाहरूको
guess he
केटाहरूको
wasn't the
ब्याकग्राउन्ड नोइज
MVP
बन्द गर
what Waka was expecting for this game.
Yeah, obviously, I was expecting him to be the MVP, the most valuable player, but unfortunately, he's taken down by the Valkyrie goddess as Freya. But like we saw the same scenario in the first game. Like the main hyper carry came from the marksman. Technically, Kim is also a marksman. And from the first game it was Incan, and the second game it is Win-Win. Who played the multi role. I mean like Kimi. So I was noticing something from the very early, like the way he was bursting out everyone with like the basic attacks. uh that was like unbearable to take in the late game, and they were just a fail to lock him down in the late game that they should have be done from the quite earlier, but unfortunately that is like quite they're lacking. I mean the cocktail supremacy. So that being said, I guess we will get a break or something like that. Maybe no, we'll not get a break. We'll directly moving on to our third game. So this game is also will be too uncertain to say well, which team will get their upper hand, but competitions are getting quite, like quite impressive, and that is what we expect as a casters, like to entertain, entertain you people with their voices
त्यहाँ मेरो
and with our
लाइभमा नहेरेर
experiences.
युट्युबमा
But
मेरो
in the
गीतमा हेर्न
meantime,
कहाँ
that the
आउँछ धेरै
game
यार
should be more interesting.
उयो
The
होला
main
कमेन्ट दिनु
part
पर्छ
is usually get done by the players that they're
साथीले
playing right
भनेर
now in the
यसो भनेर
field. So yeah, let's hope for another big game between Bangladesh and Nepal, Yama Esports versus Cocktail Supremacy.
Yeah, this is the game number 3 of best of 7 series. Any either of the team have to win 3 more times to get the championship of Golden Hour Cup 2026. So let's see how the games will goes on
किसन
by.
जान्छौ श्रेया बाँच्छ
Cockatiel
बादशाह
Supremacy this
जान्छौ
time they are on the red blue side and Yama Sports on the red hand side. Cockatiel Supremacy banning out some jungle heroes. That's Ishin being banned out and Basha too, where Yama Sports they are banning out Freya. Okay,
नेपालका
this
दिदी
time they
साथी
are not on the blue side, so they are banning out Freya. Or else Yama Sports they would choose Freya,
यस्तो भन्नाले
they would leave Freya open and choose Freya is their very first
ए
pick
कारमा
in
बोलिन्छ
any
रहेछ त
game that they could have the chance to.
मेरो लाइभमा हेर नि केटाहरू तिमीहरू अरू
All
च्यानल
right.
हेर
So that being said, the Cockatiel
ए
Supremacy
म
will
मेरो
have their
लाइभ हेर्छु
first
साथी
pick,
प्लिज
and I'm
हेर न
expecting to see a Grog.
म टिकटक
Still,
हेर्छु
there's
आज
a
के
lot of
टिकटक
good
मेरो
options
भिडियोज
left,
पनि
like Sora could be a very good option for
म गेम
them.
हाल्ने केटाहरू
Even
फोकस
we
गेम
just
हाल्ने
talk
त
about some
अब
meta
केटाहरू केही
picks
नाम
out of the
छोडिदिनु
box, and Sora is a very good option. Like Grok is quite open for their side, and like it could be maybe Yuzhong for Dash, and Dash is like so good with the Yuzhong, and that I guess we have witnessed in the very first game. I guess the first game, maybe not the second game. I never mind. I just forgot. Who cares? All right, so the ban
अब
from the
गीत
side of
हराउनु
Teams
दिँदैन अब
Cocktail
साथीबाट
Supremacy, that is a
सुनिदिनु पर्छ अब
Leo mode.
नराम्रो
Like the way Leo mode is just getting overhyped in the game, and soon Moonshun will quite get ready to nerf him a bit because his first skill is too unbearable, completely unbearable. Damage he dealt from the very first to very late, and the 200 plus damage is quite unbearable to
अस्ति के
take
छ मलाई
from the
गीत
early
केटाहरू
in
ल
the
ल
early stage. Especially marksman and mage struggles a
गेस
lot.
गेस कहीँ
Whenever
छ
a
गेस
Leo mode players come to secure the lead to Wonder and just aimed you hard with the first kills, and you would just get locked with that, you could suffer. You could suffer. You could feel the pain. All right, so Kia with the Guinevere, the mistress of Violet Requiem, not Resident Evil Requiem.
Yeah, once again for the game number 3, Cocktail Supremacy is are opting for the first Guinevere pick. I guess that was the same for game number 1. If I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
Yama Sports, okay, they might be going for Grog because Grog is really great against Guinevere. Whenever she dives in,
Mm,
they can,
exactly.
isolate Guinevere inside their territory to punish her, but that's not the case here from Yama
टुर्नामेन्ट
Sports.
भनेर
Vanitina might pop up once again from Cockatiel Supremacy as
टुर्नामेन्ट
they
गराएको
have already picked Vanitina for 2 games in a row. Yama Sports,
त्यो प्लेयरको
they,
प्लेयरको कति हुन्छ
sold 2 of the heroes with huge ultimates, so why not Cockatiel
Yeah.
Supremacy? They might go for it.
Well, 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 yeah. So you said very well, and let's see, will they go for it? I mean, the Valentina, or they will just go for Grog. But I guess if they just go for Grog, then it will be a little bit safer for them, especially whenever they're just playing Guinevere, and you just said, Guinevere's one of the major counter is a Grog, like with the wall, you can pass through that. It's
ए
quite
दामी
hard.
पिक्यो यार उनीहरूले
All right, so here we go. The
दामी
carry
पिक्यो
with
भने
the 18%. I'm not quite
दामी
sure.
पिक्यो
Like, if you just
उनीहरूले
win 2 game, will it give you, a huge push, like 10%, like per game, 5%? I'm not quite
अर्को
sure about that.
पहिला
Like,
एउटा यो
every
टिकटकको
single
लागि
win gets
सेभर रिस्टार्ट
5%, but
गर्नु परेको थियो
Sudin is
कि
smiling.
तर
I
पुरै
I know,
स्क्रिनै
like,
नदेखाएको
what you are feeling.
फ्याट्टै
Let's
देखिरहेको
see, will they fall in the curse, or the curse
अब
is just
मलाई
completely
उता
broken after
पार
the,
गरिरहेको
the third place decider match? Who knows? And Surin. with the Uranus, the walking mountain of land of Dawn. Like nobody dares to chase him. Like if you're chasing him, then you were just a dumb fool. You were chasing a Uranus in the EXP lane. And the good part is like we saw the first game, so in the first game, they just completely dominate the game with the help by the help of the Uranus. Like Uranus was everywhere. Dash with Uranus, he invaded. He just secured his lane. He invaded for his team, put a perfect invasion, and like he was everywhere, took the damage for his team, played the role as a tank, as a perfect ESP. So yeah, I'm just getting a good vibe and being just positive whenever like good picks come up from their side. I mean the cocktail supremacy, except that Hercules's uh, carry. I'm not quite sure about that. Still, I'm just a little bit concerned about this pick. Carry,
Yeah, obviously when there's high the maze with the greater range like Eve, Carrie might have a very bad time. She might struggle in this game in this composition. I would say. Yama Sports, they are banning out Valentina. Obviously, Valentina have been a very comfort pick for Cockatiel Supremacy. So that was a great choice for the ban. And with that, Zetian having banned out Cockatiel Supremacy, maybe they picked Godred Gaza for a few times, but for this game they are banning out that Godred Gaza by themselves. What will be their last ban for this game? Once again, another rumor, maybe like Grog is still open. That might be a good pick for them. While there is okay. That is also good because Hylos with the slow kind of maze is cherry on top. So you don't want to face a slow maze with Hylos paired with him.
All right, so from the side of Yama Esports, and Yabe is just quite ready with like the cute little Lilian as a jungler Joy. And I'm just feeling something, to have something for the cocktail supremacy side. Like whenever there's a Lancelot, heroes like Joy, Lancelot, Hayabusa, then one thing that comes in my mind, roams around in my head, that is having a Menesitar, the king of Myanmar, like the one of the most favorite picks of Myanmar. That is a Menesitar. So Menesitar could be a good option. That like just don't laugh on me because like Minister is a very big counter, but Yabe. Like if you were just willing
Yeah.
to dash when you were assassin, then two big threat for you is one is the Minnesota. The second one is uh what is the name, that is Phobius. Yeah, so Phobius still not that much deadly after the revamp. Like he could perform his bashes with certain limited amount of area, but still Minister is quite deadly with the Trinity. But I guess it's a competitive game. No one will go for it. But Dash with the Fursa and Incon with the Kalia, we will see a couple of swaps from their side. And yes, the swap will get done very soon. And in the other side, Yama Esports Claude with the 75% win rate. I mean, not for him, but also entire win rate that they're counting whenever the heroes get popped up in percentage. They use the GFX shows it means the 70% means like the whole tournament percentage, the winning percentage. So yeah, the void with the cloud, and there's a win-win. So already they took the counter. I just saw that.
Yeah, okay, that's the cloud. Obviously, there are some knockup heroes as well as lockup heroes like Kalea there, but yeah, that cloud with the demon undersword is a great a great answer against Uranus because Uranus was really the headache for Yama Sports during the game number one.
Well. So today we also have giveaway today, and that is 5,000 diamond. So all you have to do, just share the stream to your timeline and just spam your UID if you're lucky enough. Then you'll get some free diamonds just only watching and enjoying the game. It's a big opportunity for those who are hunting for some free diamonds. Not only that, there's a competition is going on, so you could cut some clips and just give a slight edit, and if it's good enough, and if you just get judged properly, then you might have a chance to win 10,000 plus diamond, I guess. Yeah, so the huge competition is going on in the meantime. Win-Win might be in trouble, and huge chunk
Sorin.
is taken by Hercules. But first, Swarin is missing of his first skill. I guess there's no flame shot, and Win-Win was barely able to save himself.
Yeah, once again another pokes coming up from Hercules. Hybrid is also highly poked right there on the XP lane. So all of the players are facing very hard time, and that's the first blood in the hand of Daz. He dived into the turret, I guess, because he took a lot of damage. And there is Yahweh with the electrifying bits, and he will secure a kill against against Daz, and he will take the trade in the XP lane.
Alright, so there's a catfight is going on also between Void and Incon, and in the EXP lane, nothing fancy is happening. Yabe is just trying to get some fur for him. And in the other hand, the turtle has been spawned in the land of John. Now, both teams is just quite eagerly waiting to take that. And Luke just trying to roam here and there, avoid Crystal in the meantime. But Kia didn't hesitate to put the retribution and secure the first turtle in the land of Dawn. Okay, so here we go. The Wild Rich Queen looks is taken down with electrifying bits. Swarin might fall, and in the meantime, Hercules has been taken down by Hybrid. So it was an equal threat for this team. Like, totally the team fight was, nicely taken by the Yama Esports, and GG start for them.
Yeah, nice trade. Both the team with two each trade once again. Maybe another gang towards the top lane. Yahweh is going through the turret, electrifying beats, but the damage will not be connected against Incon. Incon will survive that gank. Maybe we might be able to see a gank or maybe invasion, but there's logs trying to give vision for the purple buff. Feather strike win-win was just one hit away for get taken down. Yahweh once again will enter the fight here. Sorin will get taken down. Hercules low on HP, but obviously Yahweh is out of the skill, so he will not go for the chase against Hercules. And in the meantime, the purple buff have been invaded by Kia.
Soren is not having a very good time in this game. Seems like that, like to fit in the early 3 minutes, like he died twice, which is not good, which is not a very good sign. So here we go, the electrifying beds, and Hercules might be in trouble for the airstrike, but not enough to take someone down here in the far, to the Yama Esports. And I guess this game
Ooh,
they have
once again.
like
Hybrid
what's going on in the
is going into the fight. Sorin, pretty low on SP, will survive that diving coming up from Hybrid, but for this turtle, Hybrid will not be having his shifting skies. So will they be having the cockatiel supremacy, will they be having an upper hand for this turtle?
Yeah, and also there's a one thing, like playing first against some assassins is quite a bit hard to play, and there's a reason why Soaring is suffering a bit in this game. Like he just whenever he's just willing to put a perfect feather airstrike, some way or somehow, like there is Yabi with the electrifying bits. This is what happens, Sudin. Whenever you're just playing some mages, like you just have to spam your skill by standing somewhere, there is a possible chance for you to get ganked so easily.
Alright, anyways, this time too, Cockatiel Supremacy is the one who will be starting the turtle dance here. Dash trying to zone out all of the players, but Locke is here, and once again electrifying base with the turtle being taken down by Kia. Yabe will not be able to survive. There's real one manipulation, but no one is being isolated there. Hybrid will be forced to fall back, but won't. He will be taken down by Sorin. Once again, win-win with low SP, Purify forced out, but that's not gonna help him. Void will be able to trade something out on the top lane, but that was a huge trade won by Cockatiel Supremacy.
they might lose the team fight, but in the meantime, Void just thought something else, and he just gave a help a push to the top lane, took down the TR1, and just keep farming to get some of his core item. All right, so here we go. You know, the magic damage is coming from Guinevere. Kia will give a huge charge and dash in the front lane to trying to soak up some damage, especially Void's damage is totally will be unbearable in the late game, but still, look at the damage coming from Void, and also there's a tectonic charge as Sorin again was the victor.
Yeah, meanwhile, Incon is trying to push the top lane. Tier 1 have been destroyed by Incon. Dash trying to zone out the player here. Yabe just trying to clear out the minion wave. While Void is also trying to push and trade the bottom lane. Tier 1 Logs giving up the vision against the player from the Kakatiel Supremacy. Nice tidal strike over there to stop Logs from okay, dishing out some damage there.
All right, so let's about look on the itemization because 6 minutes passed in the land of dawn. Okay, so starting things off with Incon quite ready with his golden staff and trillium scores inside, way to make his trinity. And in the other side, Cloud is suffering a bit because this is quite bit far than Incon. Like he's just only having the time with the DHS, the Demon Hunter Sword, way to make the poison side, or maybe it could be like a golden stuffs and Joy with the Genius one, and in the other hand, like a constant energy for Guinevere.
They strike once again. Locks is getting chased over there. Violet Requiem here locking down Lock, but Lock is still surviving with the flicker. Dash is going in, but that's Incon who will secure the kill against Locks. Okay, the turtle might not be taken here. Once again, another special migration, but there's another knockup to disrupt that blazing to it. Okay, and Hercules with the flicker, he managed to take down Void, but he will be traded back. But still, that's a great win by the side of Cockatiel Supremacy. Once again, they have managed to get a better trade against Yama Sports.
And in the meantime, they got the opportunity, and without any competition, they will secure the third turtle, and that is taken by the Kia, the jungler from the Cockatiel Supremacy side. In the other side, I guess Yabi is planning for something, and he just clearing the lane and trying to take down the TR1, and Uranus will be there in the meantime, and I guess he just realized like going there isn't worthy enough because he won't be able to save the. Okay, somehow he just did that. Never mind.
Yeah, obviously. And now the team Cockatiel Supremacy, they are on the control of the map like Yama Sports had in the game number 2. And Yama Sports, they might not be able to contest anymore. So let's see what will they be doing to get back to the game here. Incon with another itemization, that's Demon Hunter Sword being built up. He was already 1200 worth of gold ahead against Void. Maybe it is more by now. Void with the golden staff built up here. Yavi is trying to defend the holy defense against Dash with the electrifying beast, and we can't see any kind of damage against Dash.
Yeah, absolutely. And now they're focusing on the top lane. Definitely will manage to take down the TR2 from the top side. And here Lugs will be there, and there will be a Tsunami Slam and the Feather Airstrike in the meantime combined with Sorin. And not enough damage with manipulation. Lugs has been taken down by Incon. Yabe taking down Kia.
Yeah,
it was a 1-1 trade. That was a 1-1 trade from the both sides. Fair fight.
Dash, I guess that Uranus for Dash should be banned, but maybe Void, he might be able to chip him down if his itemization gets completed, but it might be very late when they have to wait for the item completion of Void. Okay, then we
Yeah,
can
absolutely.
see the third itemization, which is Courageous Sight, is being built up. Yeah, after that slowness of Courageous Sight and those attack speed stats, and obviously the attack stats from Courageous Sight might
म
be
लाइभ अफ गर्छु
helpful
अनि
for
खेल्नुको लागि
them,
लाइभमा चाहिँ
but
अनलाइनमा
will they be able to get
एकछिनमा
up to
पठाउँछु
that situation, up to that time stamp where they will be with Trinity
एउटा
item
कन्टेन्ट
of
क्रिएटर भाइ यही
Claude?
चाहियो यार त्यसको
He might be needing more itemization. Is in con he's already with few more items ahead than Void already.
तिनीहरूको फार्साले फेरि हामीलाई
Yeah, and
होला होइन
absolutely,
यतातिर
and I guess that they're just willing to take the Lord. I mean, the cockatiel supremacy, but it just got like resetted. And okay, so Dash is here. Luke's already trying to like just give a little bit poke with the huge size of his body, especially just trying to stay beside the wall because it gives Grok an extra shield. All right, so Hercules also in the road to trying to get some vision for his team and eagerly waiting to target some of the back laner of the Yama Esports to give a perfect tsunami slam combined with the Soarene's feather airstrike. Here we go, there with the tectonic charge, able to take down two, and fight has been taken in cons to the kill of the Lukes and Yabi in the meantime, and Wirwin took the revenge by seeking the kill of Incon. Might have some more. Void has been taking down Hybrid as well by Soarene. And now there was just one man left for the side of Yama Esport, and that's the sweet part of the cocktail supremacy, and they just give a huge laugh. Like they just started the team fight perfectly, and executed the plan. Whenever Grog just charged them, it was just quite late for them to just get the situation, and it's already late. It was late for them.
Yeah, but by the way, Grok from Lock, he in fact missed out the tectonic charge against Incon. If he had landed
त्यो
that
अपोनेन्टको जुन फार्स
tectonic
छ नि
charge onto
त्यो
Incon,
लास्ट
maybe they
फ्रिजिङ स्पेयर
might
भनेको
have,
त्यो टिमै क्यारी हामीले
uh,
गर्नु
you
पर्ने
know,
रहेछ
maybe they might have won the fight. Who knows? The
पहिला एउटा
results
गोर्खा
could be
बङ्गला बङ्गलादेश
different
प्लेयरले गएर
this
खेल्ने
time if
त्यो
that
मान्छेलाई
had
गड
been
डेभिल
landed.
थियो
Anyways, Cockatiel Supremacy, they're already with the Lord
त्यही हो नि
here
जस्तो लाग्यो
in the land of Dawn. They're trying to, or maybe not. They are not
बङ्गलादेशको
actually trying to. Uh,
Okay,
okay,
so there's some
yeah, they were just
recall
trying
time is
to.
coming.
त्यो फार्सले गर्दा हेर न एकदम रेन्जबाट टाढा खेल्नु पऱ्यो
All right, so the feather airstrike and win-win with the very low HP, struggling a bit. And by the way, managed to save himself, and I guess they will try to finish it as early as possible. Blazing to it from the Cloud, and Void tried to push some damage, but not enough. Hercules instead. Yabi, the jungler, has been taken down, and they will give a hell of a lot to the base. And Lux will go to the base to get some HP, and the base will get locked. And the Feather Airstrike in the meantime, trying to stash them away, zone them out. Minions are coming in the row, and Dash will take some damage, but here we go. The Incon was... Oh, wait a second, I was about to
Oh,
get
few
the,
more
that
minions.
waiting announcing.
Das is logging
And
to
that
the
is it.
base. Okay, that's it. That's the game number 3 taken down by Cocktail Supremacy. That's 2 and 1 for now, but still the best of 7 series goes on by. Let's see. The next game will how will the next game goes on by, but yeah, that was the game number 3. Once again, another clean victory by Cocktail Supremacy. They didn't fumble, they didn't have any kind of mistake once they grabbed that the gold
हो त्यो भएर
difference,
अहिले
the
लाइभमा
gold
मलाई लाइक सकेर
um
भन्नु के भन्ने हो
difference against Yama Sports, and yeah, that was the victory by Cocktail Supremacy. They just need
Absolutely.
2 more win.
Absolutely, it was a fair victory for them. Like Cockatiel Supremacy, they have played very well, and maybe they have they had some disadvantage in this game, especially whenever
कास्टर
they
रे
just picked
सुदन
up a
कास्टर रे अब
like
कास्टर बी
Guinevere,
कास्टर रे कास्टर बी
and in the
भनेको
other
र
hand there was a Grog that you say like is a pure
जङ्गल चाहिँ
counter of Guinevere. Like
कसो
whenever there's a
सुदन
wall, you won't be able to put the CC, the crowd control, and it's just completely hard to play Guinevere against a Grog. But anyways, they just some way or somehow they managed to
अहिले
you
आउँछ
know
नि बङ्गाली सबै
create some
लाइभमा तर
momentum,
ठिकै हो मेरो
still
भ्युज बढ्न
having a
जाने
Grok in
लाग्यो
the
होइन
opponent. But in the early stage, in the
वान टू
very early
मिलियन
of the
भ्युज आयो त
beginning of
मलाई
the
मजा
game,
हो
like Soren suffered a lot,
सुदनको किन
especially
छ
against
अरूको
the Yabi,
जुन
who was
अगाडि
playing
माइक
assassin,
आइरह
like
त्यो
like
माइक चाहिँ त्यो नामै
unlimited
छोप्नु माइक थियो
dash,
हेर त्यो
like
माइकको
almost it
चिजले
feels like unlimited dash for
त्यो माइक
um, Joy. So it was quite hard for him to play the early game, but in the late, like usually first a player, what they just does in the late game, power spike hard with the damage of the rare stack. Even the CD is just quite low. You can spam whenever you just want, and the Violet Requiem was enough to take down this Quishu, especially the back lane. Though, as I mentioned, they had a lot of disadvantages. Like there was a two purifies with Win-Win or even Void, so it was a quite impossible to take them down, especially with a Violet Requiem. But some way or somehow, they just did it. But
Yeah.
they just tried to maneuver. I mean, the Yama esports, their maneuvering was right. Wasn't that bad? Wasn't that bad? Why I'm saying bad? That was perfectly perfect. But like in the end, just things went wrong, and they just messed up. But they maneuvered it well.
Yeah, by the way, when they were drafting, I guess the Kalea pick for the last pick, they that sends everything. Like two of the players from Yame Sports, they were forced to use that you know purify. Even if they were had to use the purify for Kalea, there's already Guinevere to knock them up once again, and that is what was happening in the land of down. And obviously talking about Das with Uranus, he was being very annoying from the very first minute of the game. He was the one who secured the first kill against Hybrid, and he is the one who secured the MVP for the game number 3 here.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, and it was the MVP from the side of Team Cocktail Supremacy, and that is their Uranus. So you guys could see the match card, and it is quite open for you guys. Like looks played very well, but I guess Vod wasn't enough in this game and played a little bit short against them. So you guys could see the results. Like he could need some more time to build himself, and especially he was quite dependent with the Lux. But it was like quite failing. But they have played very well. Like it was a competitive game. So that's all about this game, and we'll go for a short break, and after that we'll be back with our fourth game. Still a lot more games to go, and still in a few there's a lot of opportunities for them to to get hand against the cocktail supremacy. So yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a very short break. Till then, take care. We'll be right back in a few minutes later.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
आज तो मेरे मौज पे खेला मेरी यूट्यूब
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
यस्तो पनि हुन्छ केटाहरू सब सब्सक्राइब हानेर सब च्याटमा उत्रिनु पर्यो केटाहरू मैदानमा आउनु पर्यो सबैजना सुदनको फोटो आम्मामा सुदनले पनि पोज दिनु भ्याएछ हौ मैले अहिलेकै देखेँ त फोटोसपको लेभल देखिरहेको थियो नि अचेल केटाहरू कहाँसम्म पुगेको छ भनेर सुदनलाई गोरो सुदनभन्दा गोरो भएछ यो लेभलको एडिट त crazy छ।
ला तैँले म्याक्स दाइको 100k पुग्न त्यति गाह्रो भनेको तैँले 100k सब्स्क्राइबर
मैले
गाइस पहिला कोड खोज्नु पर्यो नि कोडै छैन भने कतरा के गर्नु
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
लिटोमा लेखा चाहिँ रोजी इटोमा हो लिटोमा लेखा म त्यहाँ न्युराको लाइभमा आइरह होला है युट्युबको लाइभमा
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
सानो बनाउने ल
Hidden blossoms.
अब यसमा हेर केटाहरु
Fruits of our labor.
लेभल 5 को हैन आइहाल्यो के छ अब सब जे पनि गर्न सक्छ है यसमा तिमीहरुलाई ट्रायल स्किल पनि गर्न सक्छ त्यो नम्बर हुन्छ नि डस्टहरु के डस्ट हो कुन चाहिँ अलरेडी रिडिङ भने रिडिङ के पनि गर्न सक्छ लाइभ पनि स्किलसँग गर्न सक्छ अर्को कोड खोज्छ
मैले गरिसकेको थिएँ कि यो अगाडिको स्मल रहेछ भनेर मैले क्यापिटल हालेर मात्र हो
अलरेडी रिडिम उथेले रिडिम गरेछ के अरे त्यही बट मेजले रिडिम हानेछ अर्को पनि होला केटाहरु अर्को पनि छ हुनुपर्छ के त रहेछ परेको अर्को पनि होला परेको मलाई सबै मलाई पर्दै पर्दैन सबै मेरो अलरेडी भिडियो पोस्ट गर्न थाल्छ
All right, everyone, we are back again. The Golden Hour Cup 2026, powered by Mobile Legend Bang Bang. And yeah, it's a devastating final is going on between two friendly nations, that is Nepal versus Bangladesh. One of the most, like we could say, old rivalry, gentle rivalry between these two nations, and it's all about Team Yama Esports versus Cockatiel Supremacy. And there's a watch party is going on. I don't know that you guys are watching or not. Is there raining in Dhaka? I'm not quite sure about that, but still, you guys need to enjoy the game. You need to enjoy every bit of this game, especially I guess the sponsors are arranging the watch parties, so you guys are enjoying very well. So I want you guys to enjoy more with the MLBB. It's all about the Golden Hour Cup 2026. And from Kesodesk, I'm here, Walker Mahmood, and with me from Nepal, Sudin Rai is here to cheer you guys up. Right now, we're moving on to the drafting section, which will be explained by Sudin.
Yeah, well, both of the teams have banned out two each heroes for now at the moment, and those will be Uranus, obviously. That's gonna be a restrict ban against Das because he's been performing really well with that Uranus in game number 1 and game number 3 as well. So yeah, obviously banning out that Uranus was very must to tax for Yama Sports. And okay, they are now taking away the hero, the comfort hero from Kiatu. That's gonna be Guinevere being taken down by Yama Sports.
Yes, absolutely. And Guinevere is a high potential pick in this meta. Like players just love to play, especially if you're just willing to target the back lanes with the Valor Requiem. Then Guinevere could be a good option for you. Like it's Gwyn almost work as similar as an assassin because assassin targets the backlaners and the squishy ones. Gwyn also does the same thing, like especially hide inside the bushes. Sometimes, after getting well farmed, Guinevere's first priority will be the
अब लेभल 9
squishy
मा
one,
है
the back
क्वालिफिकेसन
laners,
गर्नुपर्छ
marksman, or it could be mage.
जसलाई परेर
So yeah,
40
Guinevere
किलो
is a very good option as a jungler or even EXP or even some cases you could play
ऊ रोसले
Roam with the
गरेछ
Guinevere and in the other
रोसले
side
गरेछ
Kia with the Yisan Shin and Sorin with the Elise and they just banned out Zushin, the Valkyrie goddess Freya, as long as with Basha as well in the meantime banned out from their side.
रोजले के भयो
Yeah, and
सब ठिकै
Cockatiel
परेछ
Supremacy, they are now going for at least pick with Ishan Sin. Ishan Sin have been left open for this game. I
स्क्याम
think
होइन
it
यो
was
यस्तै
he
हो अब
was banned
यस्तै
out
यस्तै
for
गरेर केटाहरूले
all of the
अस्ति नि
three
उहाँ त्यो
previous
जितको बेला एकदिन
games.
है
And yeah,
हान्दिनँ भनेर
obviously
हान्दैन एउटाले
there
एउटाले
might
त्यसै
be two more
ऱ्यान्डम फेरि लग
games
हानिदिएकोले उठाइदिनु
left
पर्दैन
here
लाइटबाट
as this is the best of
ह्यारिसको
four,
लाइटबाट परेर
best
नि
of seven series. Let's see how these teams will
अब यसमा फिक्सै हुन्छ है
score
अब
the
यो ठ्याक्कै हामीलाई
games,
कोड आइदिँदैन
rest of the games.
मसँग
Yama
सर्टेड
Sports
एउटा
with
कोड छ त्यसको
Yuzong
अब
once
कुन
again
चाहिँमा
another
पर्छ भन्ने
still
पनि थाहा
pick. I would like to say, I mean, yeah, all of the players in this stage are uh, good with all of the heroes in their
डिस्कर्डको
respective
डिएममा हेर्दै
lanes,
जान्छु केटाहरूको
but
कसैको डिएममा छ
in
त्यो कोडहरू
previous game, game number 2, that was Dash with Yuzong. Obviously, he was also doing great. He was seizing down those
हुनसक्छ
back
उनीहरूले
lanes,
अरूतिर कसैलाई
obviously,
दिएर गरेन
and
भन्नुभयो
Yama Sports there
पहिलाको
with
अब
Gary this time
पहिला
onward.
पहिला एमसियु हुँदा त हुन्थ्यो मसँग कोड
Yes, I guess the curse has been broken here, and all right. So in the
भयो
other
तपाईँको
side, there's a
पिक्चरमा
Fursa once
कसैको साथ
again,
चाटमा
and
छैन भने
I just do love for having Fursa as a
उसले
mage.
युजङ लिएछ
The back bursting damage of Fursa is too insane to take in the
युजङ
late game,
जुत्ता चाहिँ
and also there's a Yabi with a carry hybrid, the Yuzhong. And still, there's a one more ban to go from the Cockatiel Supremacy, two more to the Yama Esports. They could have go for jungler like this. I guess Sora is banned. Not okay. They could have go for. Still, there's a lot of
आइजियो ट्राई
options
गर
left.
त यो
I guess Grok.
हुन्छै
Okay, so
हुँदैन
that's Sora. I was assuming that, and also assumed
अलरेडी
Grok.
रिडिम
Okay,
हुनसक्छ
so
है
they have both banned
अलरेडी रिडिम पनि
that
हुनसक्छ है
I assumed. That is Grok and
अलरेडी रिडिम
Sora.
हुनसक्छ है यो ट्राई
And
गर त यो
that's a
यो
very
भयो
good
भने
ban, like
यस्तै खालको रिडिम
now
हुन्छ
it's time for the last ban of the Yama Esports. So what it could be, Sudin? What do you think?
For the very last ban, okay,
Okay,
they
so
have
it's
ban. They are already
Hilda.
revealing the ban that's gonna be
एक्सपायर
Hilda. But
एक्सपायर
still,
सुट
if they
भइरहनु
are trying to go for assassin jungle, there's still Khalid left open. But Kakatil Supremacy, they are going for highest peak for this game. Right. Anyways, Yama suppose they are
जोन हान्ने
probably going for. I mean, probably going for jungle with that Guinevere. So
Hmm.
yeah, Hilda would have been a great trade against Guinevere jungle there. And with the Hylos, with the glorious pathway, that will be very dangerous for a carry. There's already a lot of players who is eager to dive into her. There's the feather strike coming up from Farsa, and once again the glorious pathway, the instant slowness have been dropped down by Cockatiel Supremacy.
पार्सा छ नि त ब्रो जोन हान्न पाइयो नि त पार्साले अब
Yes, and win-win with the Zetian and the Void with the Kaja, the Master of the Divine
मार्क्सम्यान
Judgment.
ऊ त्यो इसनसिन मार्क्सम्यान होला
And
सायदमा त
it's good to, like,
यिनीहरूले इसनसिन
Kaja
मार्क्सम्यान
is good
हान्छ
whenever you were just
अस्ति
trying
मार्क्सम्यान
to
हाल्यो
isolate some of your back laners, especially with the flickers. And, like Kia and Hercules will have some tough time. They might have go through some tough time, especially against, the Void's
तिनीहरू ग्रिन
Kaja,
जङ्गल हो
because you can't escape his divine judgment. Like you could counter like Franco's Iron Hook or like Minicitar's first skill,
कि फेरि
the spear. But like you can't ignore the divine judgment. If you
हाइब्रिड
just
र
get
आइरिसको
locked
लागि
by that,
काउन्टर ल्याएर चाहिँ
then guess what? You are just getting slain for sure.
इसनसिन हेर न इसनसिन
And
गोल्ड
anyways, there's
गोल्ड
a
भेटेन त
Conway with a Soyo. Soyo's win rate is not that much good here in this tournament, like 38%. Just when are people just getting it? Not just like doing the best with it. So yeah, it could be a very good pick. But still, I do suggest having Soyo as a jungler. So the both side has been done. The picking has been done from the both side, and let's see which team has the last laugh because it's a fourth game, and like the Yama Esports, they have to figure out something to
त्यो
get the
खतरा छ नि फेरि
victory
यिनीहरूको
against them
कम्बिनेसन यो
because
इसन
otherwise it will be
YSS गोल्डमा
too
खेलेर
more tough for them
काम लाग्छ र
to
जित्यो
take.
यो गेम त
I think
लागिहाल्छ
it's
नि
already
काम
tough looking at the draft coming up from Yama Sports. it's
Season को
once
लागि हो
again
खाता कर्नर हो भिजन
some
ड्यामेजको लागि केही छँदैन
kind of
नि फेरि
mixed type
अप्सनहरू
of
होइन
composition coming up from them, but Cocktail Supremacy, they have everything that they need to have to win the game. So this is the game number four. Sorry, game number four, obviously, between Yama Sports versus Cocktail Supremacy. This is Golden Hour Cup 2026. You are watching grand finals between Nepali team Yama Sports and Bangladeshi team Cocktail Supremacy. Best of seven series where two wins have already been secured by Cocktail Supremacy. So let's see who will be the one to win the game number
होइन
four.
त्यो उताको मेच लास्टै क्रेजी छ टिमलाई क्यारी हान्ने मैले
Absolutely, and here we go. The Dash versus Hybrid. Already level 2 for Dash, and Hybrid is struggling to get the level 2. And okay, so Hercules
टिमको मेच इन्डियन हो
took
सायद
huge damage for win-win, and he just forced to take recall. And like it's a bad situation whenever you're just roam gets forcefully gets recall instead of like providing the vision, and like sometimes it creates difference in the early stage, like your squishy heroes might get slain by your absence. So yeah, like it's not like I'm gonna say that they're doing bad or something, but the
हाई
early
हाई हाउ
start
आर यु
of the
हाई
Yama Esports is good, I guess.
All right, Hercules was trying to initiate a battle here, but Lux will
जानै सक्दैन
maintain
एरिस
the
र हाइस भयो
distance.
कि पछि कोही
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, I guess that's Void, facing
Oh.
a hard time against Incon. While 1v1 situation between Dash and Hybrid, both of the players are sustaining a lot with their regeneration of HP, and that's the first turtle being spawned in the land of Dawn.
But it's not good to miss the early phase with the Yuzhong, especially for his passive,
तिमी
and
त
the
जे लेन
regeneration
खेल्यो
of
नि त
Yuzhong
त्यसरी
is
खेल्यो भने चाहिँ
more
एसी खेल्यो नि हाई
far
कर्नर
better than
डिएस
Elise.
खेल्यो
Elise is a
भने
pure late gamer, so
पाँचै
it's
ठाउँमा
better not
राख्छ
to mess with him. All right, so Kia is already there, trying to take the the crabs and just getting quite ready for the turtle, and Kaja looks already there also to get some vision for his team, and I guess they won't go for the turtle fight. I mean, seems like Kia is not like don't have the intent to give a fight. Okay, so already there is a win-win with the damage is coming forward. The Phoenix Strike and the first blood will take it down by Kia, and the secret Yabi and Hercules taken by in the meantime Hybrid intercepting the kill of the Kia. Like it was a two and one trade from the Yama Esports versus Cocktail
कोही
Supremacy.
काजा दामी
Yeah,
यार
both of the teams losing their jungle. That's a kidnap against Incon, and the kill once again getting secured by Win with already two kills and one assist. Okay, he is having 100% teamfight participation at this moment. Maybe another fight will break out towards the turtle
मेरै
pit.
खिच यार
We
हाई
can see lots of players are interested in that turtle uh, contest, obviously.
So I would like to mention a few more things. That is like here, Void just forcefully,
नयाँ हिरेको प्याच हो सबै
forcefully
प्याचले
make
त्यस्तै
him
हो
to
तर
take a
नयाँ
recall, and
हिरेको
that is a bad thing for YSS. Like
नेक्स्ट अपडेट
if you're
नआएसम्म
just
चाहिँ नयाँ
forcing
हिरेको
your goal laner to take recall, then
लक्ष्य
not
हुँदैन
only
त्यो
you were
गर्दा
just losing the lane for some times, but also you were just losing tons of gold. So it is a bad situation, and pressurizing in the gold lane is one of the most core objective of this game. So Incon
होइन यो
took
त्यो हिरोमा भर्खर भन्दा
a
बलहरू
recall
हुनसक्छ अनि
once,
एक्सप्लोडहरू हुनसक्छ
so it could be
पछि
a
उसलाई
little
डिजाइन
bit
गरेर प्याच
troublesome for
आइसकेपछि
him.
मात्र
And
खान्छ
okay, so the whole team, I mean, there is so I mean, Hercules and Sorin will be there in the golden. No, I guess they're just putting some intent in the mid lane. And also, there's a Kia and Dash is also waiting in the bush to will try to give a little bit assassination to win-win. But I'm not quite sure about that. Maybe they'll just focus
उसले
to their
नेपाली
lanes and to their objectives of taking the farm.
थ्याङ्क यू यार हाई गिफ्ट
Okay, so early Hunter Strike being completed by Kia and Hybrid too. I mean, Hybrid is, I mean, most of the users don't usually go with the full Hunter Strike, right? But maybe they are comfortable this time on. They just go for the Fury Hammer and maybe towards the War X. And after that, if they are with the comfortable lead, they might go for Hunter Strike. Or if they are on the losing side, they might go for some defensive item. But maybe Yama Sports is very comfortable with that Yuzong. They are going for early Hunter Strike, or maybe it's because of the nerf of Warix, which happened a few patches ago.
Mhm. But still, Warx is still worthy enough for the
Yeah.
fighters and those whoever just play fighter. So yeah, still the Warx is worthy enough for the fighters. Okay, so here we go. The slashes are coming from Soyo, but not enough to take down the mighty Black Dragon. While
Oh,
Requiem in the meantime might be in trouble, and yes, here has been taken down, and Hybrid as well for Dash. And okay, so the dogfight is coming on. Guinevere versus Elise, and Dash is taken down by Yabe.
yeah, meanwhile, in the turtle pit, I guess both of the mid laner and roamers, they are trying to make the space for their junglers. They are trying to open up the vision before their junglers approaches the turtle pit there. But goldeners, they are not joining the fight. They are just trying to clear up the minion wave. Maybe we might be able to see Void. That's the glorious pathway. Yabe will be the one to secure the turtle, while Sorin is hitting lots of damage with those feather strike, and Incon will be the one to securing the kill against Lux.
Yeah, it could be his time, like securing a 1 kill while giving us some goals. All right, so I guess that there is a Hercules is here. Will try to isolate or maybe just try to gank carry, like Void. All right, Guinevere trying to make some position, but no, not enough intent, because here Lux is just trying to like willing to just take quite a few good vision for, especially trying to keep his eyes on Hylos. Like he don't want to lose his marksman, especially, like don't want to lose Void. Okay, so there's a dogfight is going on the top lane. Hybrid versus Alice. Like Dash.
Oh,
Oh, in the bot
we
lane,
might.
something is coming up.
Yeah, we are smelling some battle here.
Yeah,
Lux
yeah.
is taking out some boosts. Four of the players have already rotated to us. The bottom lane from Cockatiel Supremacy. Meanwhile, we can see Hybrid is cutting lane. There's the glorious pathway drop down against Lock. Locks will
Oh.
get ganked up here. They will not leave even if that's a roamer. We are gonna feast on him.
Yeah, that was a that was a perfect position for Sorin. Like he just used his ultimate for like a safe distance. Like that is what the pro Forza player does. Like if you just make a bad position, then you might be in trouble, especially whenever there's a Yuzhong in your opponent and you were just casting your ultimate standing somewhere else. So whatever you do is a save somewhere, stand somewhere safe to cast the full potential of the Feather Airstrike. All right, so now there's like 4 kills and the 5 for the Yama Esports, almost quite same, looks same enough. Okay, so let's have a look on the itemization because he's always said in his past.
Oh, but maybe a fight have weakened there. Feather Day Strike will be cancelled there with the Petrify once again. But Wings by Wings will be handy enough to make himself safe there. But still, we can see Hybrid roaming on the clouds. But Daz, he is still sustaining a lot. There's Locks getting melted away. And Daz with the Wrath of the Phoenix. Sorry, that was the Throne of the Ruin. I mean, in any of the game, if there's Elise and Zayden in the same game, I mistake the ultimate names for both of the picks.
Yeah, I also do that. Never mind, there's a lot of dances going on, but it will get reset, I guess. And here we go. Like the Hercules has been down. It will be a little bit troublesome for Team Cockatiel Supremacy to take down the situation against the Yama Esports. So, all right, so this might be in trouble. And here we go, dashing to the Lord. And in the meantime, Yabi has been taken down as well by Incon. That was a great team fight. Like, you didn't lose your jungler, but still, somehow, the Lord is taking down by this Elise. I mean, Dash. I don't know. Like was Yabi missing his retribution or something like that, or maybe just he was it was in cooldown. I don't know. Like I wasn't quite sure about that.
Yeah, anyways, the very first initiation from Logs where he didn't get any kind of follow back was the problem, I guess, where they messed up this turtle fight, Lord fight. Anyways, the Lord is marching from the bottom lane. We can see the pressure from top lane. Feather Strike once again getting cancelled here. Incon is trying for the flank from the mid lane, tier 1 turret. Okay, top lane is being pushed by the minions. I guess Yama Sports is going to give away the tier 1 turret from the top lane. They are not taking any risks if there can be someone lurking inside the bushes.
Anyways, so here we go. The glorious pathway from Hercules. I guess they will try to put some damage here, and the Violet Quim. And Incon has been taking down Sorin as well in the meantime. And Dash might be in trouble. And yes, that is taken down by Void. The speedy light will was enough to take him down. Especially we all know carry player does very well against tanky heroes with the Sea Halberd and the DHS. So I'd like to see the itemization. So before that, let's have a look on the instant replay once again. Like there was an early glorious pathway which was quite unnecessary for Hylas, for Hercules, and there was a Wrath of the I mean, there was a like Phoenix Wrath and Sorin in the taken down by in the meantime like it was like Hercules was surely with a glorious pathway, and that was quite unnecessary. Like there is a reason. That is the reason of that. Like they lose a team fight. So let's have a look on the itemization because we are lacking of it. It's been 10 minutes, 11 minutes. All right, so here we go. The Trinity for Void, and in the other side, YSS Hunter Strike with the Endless Battle, and Sorin with the Magic Penetration is coming on from his side. That is a Divine Glaive and Glowing One, and Zetian with the um, Glowing One, and that is what is the name of the item? I just forgot. Is it no? It's not Concentrated Energy. Sorry. What
Anyways,
was it?
looking at the itemization, I think uh, the Varix isn't any, I mean, core item for using anymore. Like look at that. He is with Hunter Strike and he is going for the Queen Swing with the Trainer Armor. No any Varix to be seen here. So I guess that's not meta anymore, or maybe that's not core item for using anymore. Okay, some few pokes there, and he was getting chased. Some few resources have been burned out for Cockatiel Supremacy. There's Hybrid trying to make the pressure on towards the top lane, and maybe the Lordans have already been initiated by Cockatiel Supremacy.
Yes, and sorry, never mind. That was a lightning torsion. Okay, so the Loud Dance here in the riverside, Land of Dawn. The Phonic Strike is coming on for a win-win, just trying to push some damage. Already took a huge chunk of dash. Like maybe he's just playing mage, but that magic penetration does very well. Glorious pathway. Yuzhong is quite restoring, is taking down, and once again Dash might be in trouble, and he is like giving a hell of a chance to Kia. Might able to see him save himself, and a valid Requiem with the help of the wind. Okay, so the Winter Crown saves the day. That was a first-hand capability of Yabe. That was too insane. That was insane.
Yeah, obviously. Once again, another
divine
lockdown here against Hercules. Hercules will fall here. Hybrid going one-on-one against Kia. Kia is facing hard time facing against Hybrid. Obviously, an assassin, semi-assassin, and 5-2 will have hard time against Yuzong at any time.
Yes, absolutely. And here we go. Jim Khan just tried to clear the lane, but he just ended up so losing another one. I mean, in the lane, and the lane is destroyed by carry. Okay, so Loud is approaching from the mid lane. Definitely, yeah, it's a lord. It's a rage lord, not over rage lord, but it's a rage lord. So they will just try to pressurize in the top lane because Incon is already there, and Hybrid, if he just managed to petrify Incon, then it will be like an like easily get slain by the petrification of the Yuzhong in the first and second skill combo. And then the mid lane, the whole team is just quite busy to take down the Lord. It won't be that easy. Look at the huge chunk is taken by the tower, by the Lord. The fight has been taken. Glorious path away by the rare strike for Sorin. Taking the safe place, keeping the safe distance. Not gonna die this time.
Yeah, meanwhile, Kia is trying to be sneaky here towards the top lane. He is going for the split push, but he is getting chased. That's the Wrath of the Phoenix. His positioning have been revealed, but with lots of mobility, he is still trying to keep up with the pace. Kia is going for kill, even if he has to die, but he won't be able to secure any kill there. He have been taken down.
Yeah, like he was being a little bit sneaky right now because they just lose almost every single tier 1 and 2 from the both sides, especially just one. Like the one tier 2 is left. Once again, there's a fight. The glorious pathway for Hercules, just trying to zone them out and just not letting them to give a touch to the mid lane, because if they lose this one, then they might lose the access of the whole map.
Yeah, obviously. And that was nice utilization of the ultimates coming up from Cockatiel Supremacy, and the damage was commendable. Locks, he was getting melted. I mean, he lost his more than 50% of SP with just two strike of Feather Day Strike. Is
Yeah.
he not with the with any kind of magical defense like Athena Shield or even the Radiant Armor?
Yeah, we have to check it out. Okay, so there's a Predator Strike once again. And there's a Phoenix Wrath, and this time Divine Judgment does the job very well, and this time they look seeking the kill of Swarin, and Dash as well in the meantime has been taken down. They're outnumbering the situation, and once again they just lose the fight at 28, 6 seconds is left to respawn the Rage Lord in the land of Dawn, and I guess they will just go for the tier 2 of the top lanes, and definitely will try for the mid one as well. Okay, so the whole
And
defense has been taking down. Divine Judgment try to isolate Hercules. Valerie climb once again, and Kia has been taken down, and in the meantime the inhibitor of the mid lane, and also okay, so the mid and the top is gone by the rare strike to clear the lane. Oh, never mind. They just done this job very well. You know, they did whatever they needed. They took three of them, and they just took down the inhibitors mid and top, and now they're just taking down the Rage Lord. Like, it was a complete set of perfection.
yeah, obviously. And now Yama Sports, I don't think they'll be losing this game anymore, as they have already made a huge gap between them. They have already managed to take down lots of inhibitors. There's just the bottom lane ones that's left for Cockatiel Supremacy. Once again, looking at the itemization, okay, I think Yahweh, he's playing that Guinevere just to tank, just to initiate the battle and leave the damage for his teammates to deal. He's just going in, he's picking up some players with the violent requiem and just freezing himself. Now that the Lord is already inside the base of Cockatiel Supremacy, the fight has been started here. Void with one kill, he's looking for more. Kia
no.
is still trying his base to defend the base. Feather Day Strike having initiated here. Once again, another feat of Violent Requiem with the lockup against the player. Once again, another petrification towards the back lane. However, he is zoning out all of the players, but Soren is looking for that kill against Hybrid. But Hybrid, with that sustainability, will not fall here. He's driving into the base, but is still sustaining, and that's the game. Number 4 taken down by team
नेपालमा सबभन्दा खतरा प्लेयर हो
Yama Sports.
जुन लेनमा पनि थियो अझ
That was a perfect perfection from the side of team Yama Esport. The Nepali team does very well, played very well in the fourth game, and now it is shoot from the both side. You know,
यो के अर्को गेम
the way they maneuvered the situation, it was totally amazing. Like a plausible, a complete hats off for the Nepali side. They have played very well, proven themselves why they are in the final. For the very first moment, I thought like the game will be, like took the favor from the side of team Cockatiel Supremacy, but everything just ended up very badly from their side. Collapse, especially in the very last moment, whenever they just lost their Isan Shen. I mean, in their marksman, I was having a very bad thought. Like, I guess they won't survive this game, and like Hercules tried to buy some time for his team by executing that necessary glorious pathway whenever the Lord was approaching for the mid lane, but that wasn't enough. But still, in the very last moment, the fight they have gave to survive, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't far enough for them. Like the base has been locked, and like they just overcome the situation very well, like from the very first beginning. If we just see the statistic of this match and talk about the snowball, the early favor was in the side of the team Cockatiel Supremacy, but after that, like after 3 or 4 moments, the situation is totally controlled by the Yama Esports side, and the very last moment it was a complete in their favor, and the game was completely torn apart from their side. Like they just snatched it away, but in the very last moment they just tried to give a fight. But like what else you can do whenever your nexus is all open? It was broadly open. There is no hands that I usually say. I usually uh, say those inhibitor tower, the hands of the Nexus. So nothing else you could do in this very intense moment. But I guess I had to give a hats up to this carry. I mean, Void carry is doing very fine in the final.
Yeah, and in fact, yeah, I suppose they left the damage part to the carry. Yeah, that was also Hybrid who dealt a lot of damage in this game, but rest of the players, Lux, he is obviously the initiator. Yahweh, he was
ए
also
केटा
playing with
क्या
the
बोल्नु
full
पर्यो नि केटाहरू
defense item, just one item wise the
को भाइ
offensive,
भन्न त
but that was also kind of, the item for the
सरसँग
cooldown reduction and yeah, regeneration. That was the concentrated energy being
ए
built up by Yahweh. And obviously when he doesn't have lots of damage, yeah, he do have some damage, he have some penetration on his skill 1, but yeah, I don't think that was visible in any way here. He was just used to cancel out the feather strike of Farsa, I guess, for from Sorin, I guess.
मैं सब कहेंगे
Hmm.
मगर
Okay, so we'll go
मैं
back to the MVP so that we could see who is the MVP, the most valuable player from the side of team. Okay, so here we go. From the
विनुइजले
side of the
पाएछ
Yama
भन्नु
Esports, that is Win-Win, the
निजले पाएछ
most
होइन
valuable player, the Zetian. He was amazing in this game, like with Phoenix Wrath and the Phoenix Strike
त्यो त्यो मरेकै रहेछ
was hard enough to like digest his damage in the late game. So look at the setup, like he has the magical penetration to penetrate those magical armor, and also there is a lightning torsion to burst it out, the squishy ones, and there's also a holy crystal. Never mind. So this is one of the most expensive item for the
Yeah.
mages, and it just dealt a huge amount of magical burst damage.
मिनटको हुन्छ
So
अब
that's it. Like it was too insane.
एकैछिन है
Like Zetian played very well. He might not have that much kill in this game, but look at the assists. Like 19 assists. Like 2019. Like it reminds me 2019. Never mind.
म्याच रिजल्टमै छ क्या
Okay, anyways, that was game number 4. We are heading towards the game number 5. This is the best of 7 series, not the best of 5. So it's still, even if the game number 5 is has been lost, I mean, if any of the team will lose the game number 5, that's not going to decide that who's gonna be the champion of Golden Hour Cup 2026. So yeah, things are going back and forth. Both of the teams are losing and winning, and I guess for this particular match, for this best of 7 series, the win rate for blue side is 100%, right, Walker? The team who is staying in the blue,
Yeah.
they are winning the
अरू
game.
जिता नेपाल
So
जिता
let's see if any of the team who will be placed in red side will win or not. I'm really curious about that. Let's see if there's any team who will break the curse of the red side.
Yeah. The first curse topic was all about carry. Now it comes to the positioning, like the blue side and red side. This is just getting completely hilarious, but like it does make sense. Like the blue side is always winning, so yeah, let's see. Like, if we could see something new, like if you are just from the red side, will you manage to pull out the victory
ए सुरु भयो
against the blue side? And that is a
सुरु भयो
question.
गेम
So
सुरु भयो
I'm so
ड्राफ्ट चाहिँ
curious
ल
and
ड्राफ्टमा
excited as well.
कास्टिङ दिँदै गर म बाथरुम गर्न
All
आउँछु
right,
ल
so the drafting
एकछिन भ्रमण
section,
गरेर
the
आउँछु
quite
तिमीहरू दिँदै
tricky
गर है
one, and like whenever the game
म
is
अलिक
about
टिकटक
Bangladesh and
म साउन्ड
Nepal,
निकाल्दै
this is the complete like usual scenarios, like both of these teams
केटाहरूलाई मलाई
sometime
कस्तो बनाउनु
like
त
sometime Nepal win. The first game is
बोल त
get win by
एकाडा
Nepal,
च्यानल
the second game
डिस्कर्ड
definitely will be Bangladesh, then third game again Nepal,
कहाँ
fourth game
गाइस
again
भाइ
Bangladesh.
त्यस्तो
So
पनि गर्थ्यो
this is a complete like the common scenario. Like
पैसा
I'm
नम्बर
witnessing
त्यहाँबाट
this
टमाटरको
since
युट्युबमा गाइस
2022, whenever the first international tournament happened in our
गराउनु
region,
पऱ्यो नि त
like the
भन्नु नि
AIT Annual Invitational
अनि
Tournament, then
केटा
MCB
सब
1,
कहाँ
2,
गयो
3.
कहाँ गयो
I have seen a lot
केटाहरू
of
हेर्न
matches. I
निदाए
guess
के
Sudin
आयो
also
केटाहरू
witnessed a lot of good matches between Bangladesh and Nepal's, and he was casting alongside
गेम
with
चाहिँ
me
नेपाली
for
नेपालीले
like more than
गाह्रो
two
पारेको क्या
two
हेर्नु
plus years, I guess.
नेपालको राम्रै गेम
So
खेल्यो
yeah,
क्या
it's a complete same scenarios and common scenarios between Bangladesh and Nepal. It will be a super
खतरा छ नि
competitive,
त
and that is what we
यसो हुन्छ
casters
यसो हुन्छ
expect
क्या
every single
बङ्गाली
time
टिमले
whenever
चाहिँ
we are
बङ्गालीको
in the
जङ्गलरहरू
desk.
छ नि
Like we expect
खासै असासिन खेल्दैन क्या
competing
सब
matches,
युटिलिटी जङ्गलर खेले हुन्छ
full 100%
अनि युटिलिटी जङ्गलरलाई त
competition.
केरी लिनु हो नि त
We don't
हामीले
usually like like one-sided situation and one-sided domination.
त्यो
And
त
let's
पनि
speak
सस्पेन्डेडै
of
छ
the
सिजन
like the giveaways obviously it is very important because it keeps you alive in the game.
झुनुकै पारेर भिज गर्नु
শুকনো
पर्यो
কথায় চিরা ভেজে যেটাকে বলে। তো anyways, yeah, if you're just willing to watch the game, then you always expect something to have freely,
त्यही भएर खेलाएर
and
सुतिरहेको छन्
there
होइन
is something for you guys. Like there's a free diamond,
बल्ल
5,000
बिसाइकै
diamonds
छ
giveaway. So all you have to do, share this stream
यो
publicly. I
बाक्सिया
mean, to your
चाहिँ
timeline,
बाक्सिया
and
बासा
like spam your UID.
कस्तो
So
बाक्सिया
yeah,
होला
I can see
बाछा
a
होला
lot of UIDs
गाईको
just keep
बाछा जस्तो के छ
spamming in the
भने
comment section. I
बाछा
I
हो
do love that. So
बाछिया
if
हो
you're lucky enough, then you will get the diamonds, free diamonds, and don't forget to
बाछा हो
mention
क्या बाछा
friends. Let
बिएच
everyone see
बाक्सिया होइन
this amazing tournament, Golden
बाक्सा
Hour Cup
बाक्सा
2026.
बाक्सा
It's a holy month.
बाक्सा
Let's pray
बाक्सा
for everyone.
बाक्सा होइन
Let's
बाक्सा
enjoy the
सोचिन
tournament.
हो
Today's final. It's
रोकिरहेको
all
छ
about
पाङ्ग्रा भनेर
Yama Esports
भनेको
versus
होइन केटा पाङ्ग्रा
Cocktail
टिपर
पाङ्ग्रे
Supremacy. I guess the birds will do
के अरे
fine
हिम्मत
in
त
this
आज
game and they
हो
will
हिम्मत
try
त
to
आज
bring out something good against the Nepali
के अरे त्यो दमहरू त
Yama.
आज
It
एउटा
seems
टिफरमा थियो
like
कि त्यो हाम्रो घरको
like
साइडमा
ghost or something
त्यो
in the
दाइहरूको टिफर
logo.
होइन
Sudin.
त्यहाँ दम हेर्दा आज लेखेको थियो कि
I
टिफरको
don't
पहाडी
actually know the
ट्राक्कै छिटो
meaning
हानिदिरहेको
about Yama, by the way. I
दम
really
हेर्दा
ashamed to
Oh,
say about
किल
it.
गरेको
Maybe it is demon.
demons.
Yeah. Okay.
एउटा गेममा
So
कति किल
once again, Guinevere is left open, and she
सिसीसँग
has
पनि
been
निक्लेर
picked
राम्रो
up by Cockatiel
त्यो सिसीको लागि
Supremacy.
भएर
So
पनि
what
गर्नुपर्छ
will
कि
Yama Sports? I mean, I've been
घन्टी बिहान दिन्छ
requesting them to pick Grok since the
तिनीहरूले
game number
भर्खर
one,
सक
even though
भनेर
they couldn't hear me. But
लाइनमा
yeah, Grok could be a really great pick
तिमीहरूले
against
भर्खर लाइनमा फक भनेको थियो
भने
Guinevere, because
हो
even if she is paired up with
भर्खरै
the
भने
tanky build,
गरी हेर त
she can initiate the battle, but
भर्खरै
with
भर्खरै
the isolation, no one could give up the follow up. So yeah, why not pick the Grok and isolate the Guinevere so that you
फक
can
भने
win the game? But no, they have got another idea. They are trying to go for the invasion
कति मिनट छ
against
भन्दाखेरि
that Guinevere.
हाम्रो कति लाइभ भएको छ कति मिनट लाइभ भयो
Absolutely, yeah. I'm just watching few more
टाइम
flags are
छैन
coming on in the comment
टाइम
section,
छैन
and yeah, if you just keep spamming the
यो
flags,
उ गरेर
if
राख
you're from
ल
Nepal, if you're from
होस्
Bangladesh, then
क्लिक
I will
गरेर राख ल
mention your
तिमीहरूले भने
name and I'll give you a shout out.
तिमीहरूलाई
That
मिम बनाएर
if you just
हाल्नुपर्छ
properly support your favorite, I mean your
फक भने
favorite
खाँदा
teams
त्यो
and your
अँ
country, then I'll definitely give you a shout out because I'm so quite get bored to see a
फक
lot of
भने फक
comment spams. Just support your favorite players. Sometimes you need to support the
फ्याक्ट्री
players.
निक्ल्यो होला क्या मुखबाट
I know you were
त्यो
supporting your
नेक्स्ट
nation. If you're
कन्ट्री
Nepal, then obviously you were so with Yama Esports, and Bangladeshi players are with Cocktail Supremacy. But sometimes you need to cheer some players.
ओ
It's
नरु सर के छ यार
esports.
नरु सर आएर लाइक
It's a
गरेर आएर चाहिँ म
gentleman
जितिदिनु नि
games,
यार
and sometimes you
के
need
छ
to
नरु सर पढ्नु
encourage
सर
those
यार
players.
म त
I know
बुद्धि अब
after the
ल
game
केटाहरू
they will watch the stream,
अब
and
सब
if
बुद्धि गर्ने ल
they
केटा
see you supporting for them, they'll get over encouraged. Sometimes it could bring something good for you. So yes,
रातो
comment down
खोज्छ
below your favorite
यस्तो
players,
पर्छ
spam your favorite flags, and if from Nepal, then Nepal, Bangladesh from Bangladesh, and don't forget to share the stream. All right, so Cocktail
अहिले
Supremacy,
हेर्दा
that is
ठिक
a
छ
Kia with the Guinevere, Soarin with the Kalia, and Hercules with Yu Zhang. Definitely we will see the swap here because they're not gonna play. I guess it's Kia will definitely
कसम
play the
भने यो दाइले
Guinevere, and
आइएलसी
Soarin
बनाउने
not gonna
आउनु
play
भनेको
that.
थियो
So
यार
they will
कसम
have a
भने
swap, and in the other side, the Yama
कस्तो बिलाइ
Esports.
लास्ट
That is
लास्ट
Yabi with the master of the barbell.
चिकको कोही
Barbell
पत्ता नै
just
चलेको
lend him some speed, the goddamn speed, to Yabe hybrid with the lady with the axe and looks with the
Yeah.
Isanshin.
All right, we've been seeing Yisun Sin on the gold lane, but when left alone, Yisun Sin, they
अब
are
यहाँनिर
not being
हाल्यो
able
भने
to
त मैले डन भएर
scale
खतरा हुन्छ नि त
their damage. So I guess, yeah, I suppose they should be looking forward to banning out some gold laners who are really good during the early game, and that was the Granger. The next, what could it be? Maybe Harriet, but maybe Harriet would be too much damage
डिस्कर्ड च्याट
for
राख्नु
Cockatiel
डिस्कर्ड च्याट
Supremacy's
राख्नु
lineup. But okay, Yama suppose they are going for Farsa ban. That is also a good ban, by the way.
फेरि
She's
पासवर्ड पनि
been
मैले फ्यालेर
managed
राखेको
for
थिएँ
every game, each
फटाफट
and every
बनाउँदै
game.
टेबलमा
She is
पासवर्ड
being a
पनि छैन
headache. You have to pick something to dive into
पाराले
Farsa to
निकाली
cancel
राखेको
out or alt,
पासवर्डै भुइँमा
or
पऱ्यो
else you are gone for good.
सब मिलाउनु पर्छ
Cockatiel Supremacy, the last ever ban from their side, could be another explainer. What are the good options for the explain?
मैले
All right, so you mean for the Yama Esports?
वाच पार्टी हो नि यार
Yeah,
कस्तो
Cockatiel
खेल्छ
Supremacy.
performance
What
हेर यहाँ के यस्तो
what
क्रेजी
explainer
भइरहेको
could they ban against Yama
छ
Sports?
क्रेजी भइरहेको छ नि
Well, right now they could have go for the okay. Sora is already banned out. Okay, so the Chi
राख्नु
Chi.
तिमीहरू
Oh, they just
कन्टिन्यू
already
हान्ने गर है
banned Chi
कास्टिङ
Chi. So
कास्टिङ यहाँ म
before
भ्युवर्सहरूलाई
giving my
बोर
opinion,
नहोस्
they
गर
already banned out.
रुम
All
सर्भर
right,
खाली
so it
भयो
was a
क्या
very
किन
good tricky ban
कहाँ
because
नेपाल आयो
Chi
क्या
Chi's also could be a mess in the EXP
भ्युवर
lane,
तिमीहरू
especially because of his
एकअर्कालाई
damage and
ट्रोल
like
नगर त्यसमा
whenever it's all about pushing the lane, Chi Chi is a very good
ल खेला भने
option.
एकैछिन आएर
Especially if he just lock down the tower with a skill one, then it could easily burst out any tower with the first kill with a high fire rate. And here we go, the win-win with Zetian on Yama Esports. And last time they got victorious and they got MVP with Zetian. So it could be a plus one for them to have the Zetian back in the track once again. And I guess it's time for Void to um, secure the EXP. Well, they will definitely go for. There's a lot of good options that, like I don't know why Ruby is coming inside my mind every time whenever I'm just missing something.
Yeah,
Ruby is
she
just
is good
banging
by the
inside
way.
my. Yeah, yeah, he is. She
I
is good.
guess these kind of diving hero Ruby is good.
Mm,
I guess, but yeah, they might
absolutely.
also go for Uranus. Like how the pressure rising map pressure rising lineup they are onto Yama Sports. Maybe they can go for one extra hero who could keep the pressure on the map. And yeah, Cockatiel Supremacy, I wasn't expecting an Harry from their side because there were already lots of magic damage heroes from their side, and now they are going for Harry as
फर्स्टमा
their gold
ह्यारी
laner. Yeah,
नहुनु
he is
होला
good.
भने ठिक छ
Lots of
तिमी राम्रो
itemization for him has been recently
होइन
buffed,
वान वानमा
so
चाहिँ
yeah,
पढ्न नि यार हाल्यो
I
कास्टिङ
was
बिल
expecting some
कास्टिङ
Harith
बिललाई कास्टर भन्न
plays
छोड्नुपर्छ
in
कि क्या
this
हो
tournament after some itemization for him
हाँसौँ न
were
कास्टर बिल
buffed
के हो
recently.
Yeah, absolutely. So
त्यो
yeah,
भर्खर
that
त्यो
being said, I
कास्टिङ
guess they heard they heard my voice, and now in will
बोल्दा
play
बोल्दा अड्क्यो क्या
Harith, and
हाँसिरहेको
I
छ
was
ओए
expecting them to play
अफिसियलमा गएर
Harith.
भनिदिनु न
I was telling that from the very since
समयले
beginning of the
बिहान
stream,
हुनेले
like
भनिदिन्छु नि
I am expecting to have a Harith in the Cockatiel Supremacy side. I guess they heard me, and now they're just fulfilling my wish. All right. So in the other hand, Void, the demonic master that is. Ooh. Phobius in the land of Dawn. So it's a
Okay.
very good tricky pick against
यो डिस्कर्डमा निकालिदिएँ क्या
completely a counterpart of Herod. Like you want to use some dashes in the inside the Zaman Force. Guess what? You are getting you are getting bashed by your daddy, and that is phobias. All right,
Yeah.
so I want to make some viewers feel happy. So I told you like I'll give a giveaway. Sorry, not giveaway. I'll give some shout out to those players, I mean those viewers, those whoever will
यस्तो हो
spam the
रोलवालाले
flag of
बकाल
their
दिएछ क्या
country and will comment down below.
कास्टर
So
बिलले त
okay,
हात
so
पनि
I'm just
हान्दैछ
telling few names. That is Sadia from Ghana from Bangladesh. Definitely she's from Bangladesh, and here we go. Renti, I guess she's also from Bangladesh. They're spamming their flags, and I'm gonna do the same thing for Nepali players and Nepali viewers. If you love your nation, love your country, love these players, love this team, then comment right down below that you want a shout out or not. You must have to stay in the stream. Then I will definitely give a shout out to you. So shout out for Rinty and shout out for Kona. Thank you so much for commenting for your valuable comment and spamming the flag. All right, so let's get back to the match. Nothing fancy is happening. Leomod took down the Little
Oh.
Wonder. Hercules
यदि म कस्टमर
lost
सुटमा भएको
huge
छैन
HP. Oh.
Even Logs and Win-Win has lost lots of HP.
सुल्तानमा नै माइनस
They got poked somewhere in the map off camera, I guess. But yeah, no any first blood
बुढाहरूको
have
मान्छेसँग
been
पुग्छ यार
drained here in the land of Dawn.
होइन त केटा
Anyways, what do you think about the lineups? That's overly magic dependent lineup from Cockatiel Supremacy. Will they be able to keep up or win this game? What do you say?
It will be a little bit tough to say because last time I gave my opinion and it just went wrong. It probably went wrong.
Yeah,
It was
most
the
of the
same.
opinion from myself has been wrong. The game number two, or maybe that was game number three. Yama Sports. This is the last game I thought Yama Sports will be messing it up according to the lineup, but their strategy was completely different. They were just trying to, cancel out the alt of Farsa. They were trying to pick off Farsa, or if not Farsa, they were trying to pick off the marksman. Anyways, another fight here. Koim Hybrid will fall here, and the fight will continue. Yahweh is into the battle. To players with low HP will be able to survive, but maybe they might not be able to secure the turtle as Kia was taken down and some few players are low on HP. So yeah, Yama Sports will be the one securing the first turtle of this game.
Absolutely, and the first turtle is taken down by Leo Mord, and that is a Kia. And one-on-one situation is going on in the land of Dawn. And here we go, Yisan Shin will try to put some damage on Inkon. And here you go, the Phoenix Rod is coming up from Zetian, and a Kia in the meantime taking down Yabe. That was a clean one, and 2 kills in a row. Cocktail Supremacy once again, started to leading this game. All right, as I told you guys, I'm gonna give a shout out to Tawhidur Rahman for spamming the flag of Bangladesh, and also Turululu from Nepal. That's another name. Never mind. Okay, if you guys are happy, if you viewers are happy, then it's a big achievement for us as a caster. To everyone, and you guys are the one who keeps the game alive. You guys are so important. Love you guys.
Yeah, I guess they are very, decent beers from Bangladesh, I guess, because they have their, decent name in their YouTube channel, I guess. But in Nepal, there are a lot of beers with, that kind of name with, kind of funny names and kind of trolling name or, hating name for the teams too. I've seen some viewers who had some the team or the players and they just rename themselves for like that.
Exactly. So, 3 kills in a row. Very good early start from the Cockatiel Supremacy, and the goal difference is like 1K, which is not that much huge, but every single penny will get counted in the land of John, especially from Walker. I do count every single. That's a
Anyways,
lot.
we
Hey.
might be able to see a fight in the mid lane, or maybe they are just trying to poke damage. They are just looking for an angle to pick off or, yeah, dive into the player backline. Void. Oh, the enhanced damage from Incon. That hurts a lot. Yeah, Void. He might be having trouble there, especially after Harith reached level 4. He will have to maintain the distance, or else he will be taken down. Once again, another fight. Hybrid has been jumping onto dash there with the infernal pursuit. Obviously, Hercules looking for an angle to pick up one of the player, but Lox is trying to go inside. Yabe will be the one to take down the turtle there. There's a tsunami slam, but Kia will be the one to fall. Hercules will get taken down too. Sorin with the flicker. He's getting chased by lots of players. They flicker out to save himself. Logs will survive, but so does Sorin, but he's getting chased down, or maybe just zoned out to take down the tier 1 turret from the mid lane, but still Infernal Pursuit will come here by Hybrid and he will take down Sorin. There's Incan getting towards the mid lane. The fight continues here while Hybrid falls. Loxy will get satisfied. And will fall to
Well,
Log.
Hello,
Yes,
hello,
it's
hello,
down
back,
back top lane. Void
Overextension
base,
त
but
danger
not enough. Kia with the valid prime is not ready yet, but the passive of the Guinevere hit very hard and taking down the
हेलो हेलो साधन
YSS
प्लिज
like
के छ यार म ठ्याक्क बाहिर निस्केर केटाहरुलाई एकछिन ह्यान्डल गर्न दिएको थिएँ मैले
never
च्याट
mind.
केटाहरुले कस्तो ह्यान्डल गरे
So once again,
डिस्कर्डको
Tawhid
आवाज
Roman, thank you so much for spamming the flag. And in the meantime, Tanya Islam raise a flag from
च्याट त हामीले
Bangladesh.
हेर्दा नि हेरेन
And there's not more is coming on.
गएको ल नरु सर कहाँ जानु ला
Okay,
बस्नु न तिमी गयो भने सकिहाल्यो नि यार
let's
तिमी हो
once again.
मेन नै
Aryan Alvi is also in the same page, spamming the flame off his country.
Oh,
Thank you so much,
maybe
all the
another fight in the
viewers.
top lane. Hercules, Lone
Oi,
SP
के भनेको
will
थियो
fall
भन्दा
to the hands
त्यो?
of Lux.
Thank
Double
you.
force have been dropped down, but just to retreat from that chaotic situation. But Hybrid and Lux are trying. They are eager to chase the player down, but
Oi,
they
Max
are
दाइ
not trying to force down the tier 1 turret from
अघि
the top
कास्टरले
lane.
हाँस्दै नि
They are not
सुदन
trying
दाइले
to
बोलेको
cut
बेलामा
down the minion wave. Maybe the
कस्तो अड्काएको थियो
damage
कि बोली
is
नै
already
ठ्याक्क
scared
बोल्न
to the level
नसकेको
that
छ
they
कि
could
हाँसतिर
clear out the minion
Maximus
wave
टिम आउनु पर्यो
pretty
कि अब
fast. So yeah,
आउँछन्
there they are.
अर्को
with
सिजन
the
टिम
tier 1
म्याक्सपिन्स
turret
केटाहरु
being taken
डिस्कर्ड
down
बोलिरहेको छन्
from
केटाहरुलाई
Cockatiel
टिम म्याक्सिन्स
Supremacy.
भनेर खेलाइन्छ मलाई
Yes,
पाँचजना
and that being
बनाइ
said,
केटा
let's have a look on the itemization because 6
तिमीहरुलाई
minutes
कुन एउटा
past here and
रोल चाहिएको छ भन त
see that very fast because fight will come on
कोही पनि चाहिएन
in the land
चाहिएको
of
नि
Dawn.
पाँचजना रेडी छ
Especially
केटाहरु
Sims is
टुर्नामेन्ट
quite
खोलिहाल
ready
अर्को
to
हामीलाई
fight
एउटा
and
एउटा रुम
yes, it
चाहिएको
is. Team fight has been initiated. Patches are coming on. Phantom Streak by Leo Mord Yabe with the turtle.
स्पोन्सर त पहिला जित्यो नि स्पोन्सर भइहाल्छ नि तिमीहरुलाई
but not
मात्र
enough.
अफिसियली
Now
स्पोन्सर
they
हान्छ
slam with Valid Requiem and Hybrid
हाम्रो
taken down.
black
And
नै
Huge on the
छैन।
Black Dragon
कुन
will land.
ड्राम हैन
And
उ
here's the mace
नत्र उ छ
here.
त चाइनिज भइछ
There we
त
go. The Mountain Shocker in Con. Seek the turtle in the other side.
ब्ल्याक छैन
He's just a little
भिआरडी
bit sneaky here.
भन्नु पर्दैन
Lux pretty low on HP will survive.
मेज चाहिन्छ भने
Yabe
मेज र
is
एक चाहिन्छ
getting
नि ल
chased, but maybe that will be the one
EXP त
who
दामी
will
छ
fall.
Miss-
Hercules seems pretty low on SP, but yeah, obviously this fight will not continue anymore.
भन्दा
Lots
नि
of players,
golden
but
roll आउँछ।
once again there's the Phantom Steal
I know
from
Black
Yabe.
Key-
He
Black Key
wants
जति भयो
more
नि, हामीले
kill
देख्छौँ नि।
against the player of Cockatiel Supremacy,
And the Black
but
Wings and
okay,
Soldier
that's
are there,
all.
Black-
That's all for this fight.
दाइले कुन चाहिँ
And we
आजको
can
भोलि भने
see
आउँछ नि झन्
the
त्यो।
goal
होइन
difference.
आज भोलि होइन
is
केटाहरु
into
तिमीहरु
that
प्रिपेयर गर्छ
much.
न
It
म
is
टुर्नामेन्ट
still
आएन भन्छु केटाहरु
qual,
त
outside.
म त आज अहिले भनेर भनेर
Absolutely, and you know,
Tournament
like
that
still
is-
Yama is struggling a little bit, but I guess right
Well,
now they're
good.
just taking the goal lead. 20, almost 22.6k goal that they have achieved.
I'm
All
not
right,
actually
there's
the black
something going on in the bot lane. Void took down the tower, especially the TR1, and
In
will
command.
go for the 2, I guess no. Mountain Shocker to clear the creeps, especially just eagerly waiting to get himself more
भन न
farm
पाँचजना
now.
पाँचजना छजना खोज्छ नि
And I
केटाहरु
guess
छजना खोज्छ
here, Incon is just
सातजना छ,
still
छजना
safe.
छ।
छजना हो सातौं म हुन्छु के
You know,
केटाहरुले केटाहरुले जितिहालेर विदेश जानु पर्यो भने एकजना म जानु पर्यो
Phobias out there to put you bash, all right. So the
Even when the
taking
most-
Onyx right in the
nobody.
meantime, bursting down
Game
everyone.
जानु
Leomar will be
पर्यो।
there, and here we go.
Manager
Yuzhong,
मा
Black
गइहाल्नु
Dragon, will land
म्यानेजर
in
7 भनेको
the land
म्यानेजर
of
के
Dawn, and
तिमीहरुले
look at
छजना
the
मात्र
efforts
प्लेयर
from
रेस्ट गर्नु
Kia has been taken
7
down.
कोच कि त
Like
म्यानेजर हुन्छ
Sunshine
कोच
and
रेस्ट
Dash
म्यानेजर
took Hybrid as well. Double kill is in a row by Void. Bursting
नरु
down
सर कि
everyone
यस्तो
with
गेम
his
प्लेहरू
own
यहाँ छ टुर्नामेन्ट नेपाल भर्सेस
Four.
बङ्गलादेश चलिरहेको छ कसरी
That
गेम खेल्न सक्छ
he
यार
has.
नरु सर तिमी
Sunshine trying to get
यसलाई सपोर्ट गर्नु परेन
position.
तिमीले यस्तो ठुलो बुझ्ने मान्छेले त अनि
Oh, finally stood once again. Win-win will be
यसको
the
लागि
one
म
to
मेरो
secure the kill.
ग्लोबल पुश छोडेर
And
बसेको छु
that
यार आज
was instantaneous, you know.
ग्लोबल पुस हो
फ्रेङ्कको ग्लोबल पुश चलिरहेको थियो मेरो
How is that
म आज
going?
छोडिदिएको
I mean, the
मेरो देशलाई मेरो जरुरत छ
कुन
भनेर
from Yabe, was that
Franco.
aid? Was it the damage from Yabe and Win-win
म
to
ब्याक
take
टु
him
रोम म
down
दाइलाई टक्कर दिने
just in a fraction of second?
म नि
मेरो
That was
एभ्री सिजन
unbelievable.
रोल चेन्ज
Yeah, I
हुन्छ
told you, like, you know, the first skill.
होइन
got
यो
nice
सिजन मैले
pumped, and I'm so
हुन्छ
amazed with
ध्यान
the
गरेर
first skill. You know,
बताइहाल्नु।
like it was
मेरो
quite a
दिनमा
lot
4
of
गेम हो
damage
राति
with the first skill before the revamp, and now
Rank
Leomord
बन्यो,
is
राति चार-
completely
होइन, राति 4 पनि अलिक
dangerous
गाह्रै
with the
हुन्छ
first
अहिले
skill,
त अब।
especially
मेरो
if you just
त्यति हो
you just
गेम
no need to be
दिउँदो
worried with
राति
your
4
burbill.
गेम
Like if
यति
you
हो
don't
मैले
have
खेल्ने
your burbill, then don't worry. You just have your sword. Like you can work with that. You were just so okay with your sword, you know. All right, so Lord is approaching from
दिउँसो
the
त
mid
सोचेको
lane,
सोचेकै हो
and
राति पनि अलिक गाह्रै हुन्छ
Logan just will try to create here some momentum, especially, you know,
हाम्रो
like they're
केटाहरुमा
just
अलि रिसाउनु
having
परेछ
a little bit good time right now. They're snowballing a bit, not that much enough, but I guess the Lord will take it down very nicely.
हेलो
and
युकिना
huge
के छ
shot of TR2 in the mid
युकिना आउने
lane,
जाने त होइन होला त हो
top
यस्तो
lane.
मात्र त।
Okay, so here we go, the ultimate of so Win-Win is taking down Kia as well by Void.
फेरि
2
एकतर्फी
kills in a
भयो
row.
भएन त छैन रहेछ
From the
899
post side, I
ओ साधन सर कहाँ हो यार तिमी डिस्कर्ड आउ न
Okay, Hercules taking
Discord
the
आऊ,
boost
वाचबाट यहाँ
here.
बोल्नु
There's
छैन,
no
कहाँ
one
गएर
slam
बसिरहेको छ
slam
तिमी?
available to lock down
गोल डिफरेन्स हेर्न त्यहाँ, गोल
Yabe
डिफरेन्स।
here, but Yabe is dealing a lot of damage against Hercules.
Yeah.
Hercules low on HP will might
लाग्दो
fall
game भयो, कसम
here
त मजा
from the hands of Yabe, and
Rank
he's
हेरेर यस्तो
trying
भयो,
to
rank
put
game.
some damage against Sorin as well.
त्यहाँ
Maybe
लियो
they are
मोडले
just
पेलेको
focusing
हेर्न
about the
एकलाई।
holy defense at the moment so that they could
अनि भ्यालेन्टिना
finish the
चाहिँ
ए
game.
केटाहरु
with
तिमीहरु
another Lord,
साँच्ची
which is
टिमको फर्म
coming
फर्म
from the
गरिहाल
land
त
of Dawn.
म
So
एसियन गेम्सको लागि
once again,
राख्छु
another
केटाहरुलाई
Phantom is cheered just to clear those cribs from the
जित्यो भने जापान
jungle
जानु
side
पाउँछ
of Cockatiel Supremacy.
क्वालिफाई भयो भने
Absolutely, and
जापानको केटाले
okay, so
उल्टे
here's the
गरेछ।
name, Soyog. Soyog
मलाई अहिले
Suke
दिइहाल
from
है
Nepal,
100%
thank you
नाम
so much.
पाँचजनाको
And
नाम
in
र
the
6जनाको नाम र
meantime,
गेम
there's
आइडी सर्भर
SoQML from Bangladesh. Thank you so much. Just keep the stream alive because it
एकजना
is
हाम्रो
essential.
6
It is essential,
अटम
and
चाहिँ
you
हो
guys are the one who keeps the
को 6
stream
भने को छ
alive.
छैन सिक्नु छ कि छैन
All right, so
अझ
here we
एकजना
go. The
हालिदिनु
itemization
Well,
once
छ
again.
छ भने
Greedy Bird
आफ्नै
starts
सिक्नु गर्ने 6जना भए ठिक
with
नत्र
the
भए
Kia.
भएन भने म
There's
एकजना
a concentrated
चाहिन्छ भइहाल्छ
energy. The
तपाईँ भाइ ठिक छ राम्रो खेल्छ
best play. And in the other
जुन
side,
पनि खेलिदिन्छ
Yabe
त्यही
with
अलिअलि गाली
the
चाहिँ
Hunter
गरिरहनुपर्छ
Strike combining the War
इन्जिन
Axe and
तात्दैन नत्र है केटाको
endless battle, a completely damage
इन्जिन
based
तातेपछि जब पनि हानिन्छ
itemization from the
किन त
leaderboard.
हाम्रोमा त्यस्तो गाली
If we talk
गर्ने
about
कोही नै
Harriet,
छैन
like there is unlimited damage build is sorry, unlimited
निका गाली
dash
गर्छ त
build
तँलाई
is
कसैले
coming from Harriet. Like there is a Feather of Heaven, Trillium Side, Holy
मलाई
Crystal,
गाली
to
गर्ने
burst
औकात
down
कसको छ यहाँ
enemy with a high
ए
amount of magic damage, and in the other side, Isan Shin with the Hunter Strike, Blade of Despair. Sorry, Endless Battle.
प्याचवाला सुई
Just a
पर्नु पो
quite
छुट्टै
similar
कुरा हो
build with the Void and
बडी
Yabe.
बलिस्ट
So that was the
हेर्दा
itemization. So right now the Caucasus Supremacy, what they're lacking? They're lacking a
तैँले
little bit
त्यत्रो
of
सिजन
objectives.
मिन्सी
So
खेले
यो
we
किनाले
खेलिस
मेरो
खेलिस
युट्युबमा
अस्ति नै
सब्सक्राइब गरेर छु किन
every single tier 1 and 2 in the
निकाली
each
तेरो
line.
मिन्सी त भन्दा
And
बल
only the
देख्दै
Nexus
क्लिप
hand
झिक्दै
that
बसेको
is the inhabited towers is all left.
के पनि
So it could
जङ्गलमा
be a
मिल्छ
little bit troublesome for them to, to overcome this situation. And the Yama Sports, they're just
तेरो नाम
maneuvering it
बढाउनको
very
लागि
well
कुन
with their
म्याच हो र कहाँ
strategy.
गइदियो भन्ने
And
होला
once
साथी
again,
सबले
looks,
गर्नुपर्छ गाइस युट्युबमा
slashes,
सब्सक्राइब एक लाइक हानेर आउनु
Oh, five of the
सबैजना
players clumped up together there, but Locke is facing a lot of damage. That's a petrifier against him. In Con will be the one to secure the kill.
Hey,
Black
Hildaको
Dragon
health हेर्न यार
from Dash there, but then we can see two
ल
particular, two different fights on the land of Dawn. Dash will be taken down here, but with the dominant force, I don't think he'll be able to keep up with Hybrid. Hybrid is constantly jumping onto him with the Infernal Pursuit. Hercules with 2-bar SP, he will be able to survive, but without the Lord, I guess Yami suppose they are targeting the base, or maybe they are just trying to destroy the inhibitor rate from the mid lane, and now they have the number advantage. They have that chance to take away the Lord and
Secure
end
त
this
गरेछ
game very smoothly.
Absolutely, and I guess
त्यो
without
पनि फेरि
invitation,
मर्नुभन्दा अगाडि
and
ल्याएको
any interruption,
अटो
they will
राखिराखेको
take the
छ
Lord, and yes, they did very nicely. No interruption,
नेपालले
no
जित्नुभन्दा अगाडि
invasion from
नेपालको
the
नाममा
enemy side,
जित्न
and
लेखिदिन्छ
they took the Lord. All
क्या
right,
पता
so here things are
बाद
just
में
getting a little
हाल्ने
bit
क्या हुआ
tricky,
क्या हो रहा है
and like things are just
सब
going
पानी खाऊ गाइस पानी खाऊ पानी खाऊ
just
हाइड्रेट
off to their
टाउको
hand.
दुख्नु
I
मेरो
mean, the Cockatiel Supremacy side.
Hey,
Like
that game
everyone
here,
is
that's
just
funny.
commenting,
Two players, two
like
players.
Yabe's Leomord is so insane. So what you gonna say about that?
त्यसमाथि झन् कालेको अनुहार
So then
हेर्नुपर्छ
you might know him
ए काले
for a
भन्दा
long
कहाँ छ
time. Maybe you saw his gameplay because a lot
तिमीले
of
चाहिँ केमा
players
राख्यौ
and a lot of viewers is commenting down like Yabe's Leomord is so
अल पानी
insane.
खाएर अबि खाऊ
Oh
पानी
yeah,
पानी
let's
खान
see
चाहियो
if that's true because the Phantom still have been popped up here in the
पहिला
land of
हानेको
Dawn.
त याबे घोडा चढेर हानिदिन्छ याबे घोडा चढेर
Win.
उभिरहेछ भने
Locke's trying to dive into
युजन उडेर
Kia.
गइरहेछ केटा
That's
हो
the Black Dragon farm coming up from Daz. He's trying to zone out away the players from Yami Sports. That's the final reclaim, locking down Locks where towards the back line. Dash was going, but Dash will not survive anymore. Kia will be the next one to fall here. Once again, another final mistake from Yavi. In Khan, Hercules will fall here to the hands of Yavi. And maybe he's going for Maniac, but he won't be able to. And that's the game number 5, taken down by the team Yama
त्यो
Sports.
घोडा त बाफरे
कस्तो भन्यो कुन
एकैछिन
चाहिँ
है
That was
guys,
game number
एकैछिन
game
only
number
FK
5 taken down by team Yama Sports. And once again, we could see a similar kind of pattern of game. If once the team
सुन्दरता इन
secures
माइनस
the early game or game, then they are the one who will be winning the game. But I guess the question have been answered here. The team from the red side, now they are finally
Wait.
winning the game.
Yeah, now
Guys,
the situation
hello
got
guys.
twisted. That is what we were expecting.
एउटा एक्जाम्पल
So
दिउँ
yeah,
हाम्रो
it was a
दुईटा
hell of a
caster
good
हेरेर
gameplay from the side of Yama Esports. Like everyone was commenting
लेफ्ट
like
साइडको
Yabe's Leomord was so
आफ्टर कुलमान
insane.
राइट
And
साइडको बिफोर
the
कुलमान
way he just played is completely plausible. As a caster, I'm also I'm just becoming a very good fan of him. Like the way he
कुलमान पनि
played,
आज रिस लामाला
amazing. Now Nepal is leading the scoreboard, like 3 victories in a row, 2 for Bangladesh,
त्यसै धमलाले
and
पानीपुरी
for the
खाएर
Caucasus
कहाँ खायो
Supremacy side,
बङ्गलादेशमा
they were having a very good moment in the early 2
मान्छे
games, and
कन्ट्रोभर्सी
right
बनाउँदै
now
आउँछ नि
they're just troubling,
आउनु न त
facing
दाइ भ्यू बढ्यो
few
भने तपाईँको
trouble, and
म त झन् राम्रो
let's
तिमी
have
त
a
बरु
match highlights once again. So
अनलाइन के अरे अफिसियल
here,
लाइभले
the
गरेर
first
लिएर
highlight, the
आउनु
first the team fight is taken down by the Yama esports side. That was a perfect, like a phoenix rock from the Zetian, like win-win, doing whatever he need to do in the team fight, bursting down everyone. Even in the one game, he took MVP with the Kimi. Like like Sudin, I could say
सुदिन
he
रे
is the key player. If Nepal win
सुदिन
this
भन्छ त
tournament, then I will say he will be the key player of the Yama side because in one game he took MVP. Even I'm just
दाइ
keeping my
त्यसको
eyes
एक्सेन्ट
on
र
him,
त्यो
like the way
उसमा
he's
तपाईँ
playing.
नजान्नु
Maybe
त
his role is in
तपाईँ
the mid lane,
आउने
cast
पढाइ
your
लेखाइ
skill
पनि
and then
तपाईँको
just go
माइनस
boom. But not only that, but in some
के
corner,
हो निका
I'm just having feeling he's the
इन्भाइट
one
पठाएर कहाँ गइस
kind of carrying the game, and is a kind of like an invisible hand, giving
हेरिदिउँ
a
न यहाँ
good hyper carry to his team.
हेरिरहेको छु त
Applause to
Yeah,
win-win.
obviously,
हजुर
and I think that is also because of
कसले
overshadowed
अँ
uh, tendency of
बनाउनु
completely
डेजर्ट
forgetting about maize.
छैन है एकछिन अलिक एकछिन
We
लास्ट
are
आइटम बनायो
completely focused towards the golden right now in this meta. So somewhere unknowingly he is dishing out
स्नोबल
the
खानुपर्छ
damage,
अरू केही होइन
a lot.
भोलि खेल नत्र भने
In the
बनाउने पैसा
last
नै
game,
आउँदैन
we could see 25% of damage. Yeah,
यस्तो
Zaytian
नट
C
पर्छ यार
has
भोलि त्यसलाई
very low base damage,
जुन
but
त्यो
with I
म्याजिक
mean,
बुस्ट
C is
हान्छ भन्ने
being played
फिलिङ
with
आउँथ्यो नि भोलि
very
फेसबुकमा त्यो नै छैन क्या
burstable
अचेल
पनि छैन क्या
animation like the Holy Crystal and even the
हो र अनि के को लागि त
uh,
होली क्रिस्टल
what was
त्यहाँ
that?
घाँटीमा
Maybe the
झुन्डारिने
lightning
यस्तो कुरा
trance, and
बन्द
I
गर्नु
guess
पऱ्यो
I think I saw that build from Zayden, which is kind of
क्रिस्टल केको
unusual.
लागि
But
भन्दा नि
then
त्यो
the
हरियो बिल्ड कम्प्लिट गर्नु त त्यो
damage
हरियो आइटम
is being brought
बिहान त्यो
in by
भीले के
those
अरे
animation.
ऊ
But
बनाएको थियो
okay, that's true, I guess. Yabe,
ल एकैछिन
his Leo mode is insane
कहाँ
in
राखेँ
this
मैले
game, in this meta. Let's see if that
ब्रेक
will
कति
be
हो
banned in the game number 6 or not. But for this
ड्यामेज
game,
टेकन चाहिँ
he's the one.
19% यार
He's the
बल
MVP
जम्न
of this game. He
त्यत्रो
even
छिरेको
secured a
मान्छे
triple kill. He was going for Savage too, if that was possible. But yeah, inside the base, that wasn't possible. Maybe that there was some slight chances. He tried his best, but couldn't secure the Maniac or Savage for this game.
हो
All right. So that being said, that was a So that being said, that was the first game. Sorry, that was a fifth game. I guess
ओए
we
के
will
हो
go for a
बङ्गलादेश
break
नम्बर
or
1
something
हेरित
like
रहेछ
that.
नि
Maybe
त
if we just get recorded from the streamer, then we could take a
बङ्गलादेश
break
नम्बर 1
and we
काली
could have
फेला
a very
परेको थियो
short
अस्ति
break. Then
गेममा
after that, we will come to our
ए
होइन
sixth
अहिले
बङ्गलादेश
game. And
त्यो
परेको
रहेछ
थियो
if
गेम
Yamas Esports win this game, then it's all done. They
बिचराको
will be
कम्फर्ट
the
पिक
champion of Golden Hour Cup 2026 and powered by Mobile Legend, bang bang. So yeah, we'll take a very short break, and after that, we'll be back with our sixth game. Okay, so we will take
मेरो
a
भाइ
one
तिमी त
minute.
यसो
अब
हात
नेपालले
We will
जिताउन
take a
सक्यो होइन
1 minute break.
But okay,
होइन के अरे
till
एक
then,
भनेको
I would like to
सुइटर
give some shout
अब
outs
एक गेम
because
यो लास्ट गेम
Walker
नेपालले
has been
जित्नु पर्यो
giving away some shout
Yeah, go
outs
on.
for the
कसले लगेको थियो
Bangladeshi
ए
players in
मैले
Bangladesh stream from YouTube. So big shout out to Unox Live CR7, Sane Official, Mr. Dream
ड्यामेज
Korea.
माइनस
Okay, but
20 अरे
that
ड्यामेज
see,
टेकन
that's
चाहिँ प्लस
very
20
unusual
अरे
name,
थिम
Mr.
भयो
Dream.
त
My Dream Korea -5. Okay, that's kind of
तिमी हो म गर
how to explain. That's kind of our name to
होमवर्क गर
say
के
Ganesh Roka. Mikey
म आफैले
official,
आफूसँग बोल्दैछु क्या बेटर भर्जन छ
Mhm.
and yeah, everyone, Laprabai as well.
All right, all right, all right. Before going to the break, let me
ए
give a
आफ्नै
shout out for
आवाज
the
त युट्युबको
Facebook.
लाइभबाट त
Like,
कस्तो आवाज
I'm
सुनिँदो
starting
रहेछ यार
things
छ्या
up with আমি বাংলায় বলছি সুকু এমএল ধন্যবাদ
मेरो
আমার
आवाज
সাথে আছে
त्यस्तो
কিন্তু
बकवास
সাদিয়া
छ
আফরিন
यार
কণা আমাদের সাথে আছে হচ্ছে ওকে আরো কি কি দেখতে পাচ্ছি দেখি একটু কমেন্ট পড়ে দিই কমেন্ট পড়লে ভালো লাগে সবার আই নো
लुनक्स लिजेन्ड
সবাই
देउरोस्
स्ট্রিমে
मसँग
থাকে
पनि
অনেক
छ
আচ্ছা আর কার কার আচ্ছা তানিয়া
कहाँ छ
ইসলামকে আমরা
देखाउँथ्यो
পেয়ে
लुनक्स
গেলাম
लिजेन्ड
আমরা হচ্ছে
मेरो त्यो ब्रल खेल्दै हो कि
ওকে আচ্ছা এই নামগুলো আচ্ছা ওকে রোমান রোমান কিন্তু
बरु
আছে
त्यही
আমাদের সাথে
ब्रलमा
ধন্যবাদ
इन्ट्रेस्टिङ
সবাইকে
मलाई
আসলে স্ট্রিমে থাকতে হবে এইভাবে লাইক তোমরাই হচ্ছে স্ট্রিমকে অ্যালাইভ রাখো সো ইউ গাইজ আর দ্য কি সো ইউ মাস্ট হ্যাভ টু স্টে
केटा
ইন
यार
দ্য
लास्ट प्याच
in the stream and not only just you guys are so good spamming your UIDs কিছু সময়
के
আসলে
खेलेर आएको
ফ্ল্যাগ
तिमी
স্প্যাম করাও জরুরি এটা আরো দেখতে সুন্দর লাগে স্ট্রিমকে আরো আকর্ষণীয় করে তোলে if you're from Nepal then don't forget to shout
ल
out your
निकाला
players and
कुर्दिरा
from Bangladesh just go for the flag and mention your favorite players name
मैले
thank
पनि
you so much we'll be
फर्किआउँछु
right back after 1 minute break
त्यो
साँच्चै हिजो एउटा कपाल चाहिँ थियो क्या
अँ,
अनि मैले केटीलाई त्यो बिरालोले स्क्र्याच हानिदिएको थिएँ होइन त्यसको बोयफ्रेन्डले मलाई स्ल्याप पठाएर
This arrow shatters
जेलेसिया
silence
स्पिक
and
म
heralds
त होइन
the
हो
spring.
केटा होइन कसम भने आफ्नो गर्लफ्रेन्ड लिएर चाहिँ चिन्दै आयो भने
अनि यस्तो यस्तो
Let the
छ
light of
प्याचै
spring
आउँदैन भन्छन्
illuminate
केटाहरू
our
के
path.
भन्नु
May all be blessed with a golden harvest.
लास्ट डेट 80 हुन्छ क्या त्यहाँ त्यहाँ
Follow
Oi,
these on golden
बङ्गालीले
winds,
कतिर
sing
दुईचोटि
of
हान्छ
autumn's arrival.
अगाडि हाने
अगाडि अघि हेर्नु गरे
Though winter falls, we
first game
yearn
like
for
it.
spring stirring, Florian and I.
यो गेम चाहिँ हार्नु
Together,
हुँदैन यार
we'll
तर
brave winter's
यो गेम हार्यो
embrace.
भने चाहिँ पछि अर्को गाह्रो पर्छ
होइन यार यो गेम चाहिँ बङ्गालीले जित्नुपर्छ अनि मजा आउँछ
त्यो त हुन्छ तर ऊ चाहिँ उसँग हुन्छ नि त साथी त्यसपछि
लास्ट गेम अनि
मलाई त नेपाल बङ्गलादेशको भन्दा यहाँ गेम इन्ट्रेस्टिङ भइदियो मात्र भइरहेको
म्याच पोइन्ट हो नेपालको के भनिरहेछ केटा
मलाई त भ्युज दिएर
खै
के यो गेम नेपालले जित्यो भने सिक्यो पक्कै हार्नु पर्छ त्यस्तो म अब बङ्गलादेशलाई सपोर्ट गर्छु है अब मेरो नेबर पो हो त
By
घर छिमेकीको
spring's
चेलीबेटीलाई
light,
सुरक्षा
In the
दिइराख्नु
name of autumn.
अगाडिको त बङ्गालीहरू होइन
hidden
हामी
blossoms.
त भालुभाषी
Fruits of our labor.
तोमाके
मलाई एउटा बङ्गाली बिजनेसम्यानले कार्ड दिएर गएको थियो अब जब भी बांग्लादेश आओ मेरे को फोन कर जो चाहिए वो दूंगा भन्थ्यो बिजनेसम्यानहरू थियो दुईजना आगो दाना गफ हान्दै अरे पटिहाल्यो मेरा मन कहने लगा मै जस्तो त होला मेरोमा पर्फेक्ट इसकाको ओ यो कस्प्ले नै हो यो ओ यो अहिले हेर्न लाइभमा हेर्न यो के को फ्लोरिनको हैन यो यो फ्लोरिनको स्किन यो अघिदेखि यसलाई हेर्छु हैन लास्ट क्युट हुन खोजिरहेछ तर त्यो भइ नै रहेछ नि
त्यसको मेकअप उतार्दै केटा हुन्छ त्यो
त्यस्तो गर्नसम्म गरिसक्यो फेरि हेर न त्यहाँ
कसम भने त्यो मियाको मेकअप नै होला यता कास्टरको त्यो फोटोमा टालेको सेम कम्पनीको युज गर्दा
गेममा भएको मिया भन्दा त्यो बढी मिया देखिरहेको त्यहाँ
मैले फोन पाएँ
ल्याएर अब लास्ट मिनटलाई
रोज कहाँ गयो
खै तपाईँको केटाहरू सब हराइछ हामी मात्रै
रोज के उता अफिसियल लाइभ हेर्नु गयो क्या
खै ढोकेबाज रहेछ रोज तपाईँको रोजी केही कोही काम छैन के को मोटर
डोमी त गएको
Hello everyone, welcome back to our sixth game between Yama Esports versus Cocktail Supremacy, and you know like the environment is just getting quite tricky
यति शान्त भयो कि मैले
Cocktail
हाम्रो लाइभको
Supremacy
त्यो भोइस
because
फेरि सुन्नु
they on the
थालेँ
first game, then the second game goes to the Yama side, and they're just on the third game. And
Okay, शान्ति
now
चाहिँ लास्टै
the
भयो
fourth and fifth
केटाहरू नि
game is
भएन नि
going to
रमाइलो
win by Team Yama Esports, and now
गेम
this is the
रमाइलो
last
केही
game
पनि रमाइलो छैन
for Cocktail Supremacy, and it will be their
यो
last
गेम इन्टेन्स हुन
final
हुन्छ
run.
होला
If somehow they lost the game, the victorious will be the Nepali side, the Nepali giant team that I would say that is Yama Esports,
यो
because we are
कास्टर बी
getting a
त
lot
कति
of
बोल्या
applause
हो
for them,
त्यसको
especially to
कामै बोल्ने
Yabi.
भइहाल्छ
And
त्यो
personally, my favorite is the
सुदन दाइले
women's
त आनन्द
gameplay
त
that
फ्री
I'm
पैसा
witnessing,
जस्तो छ यो त
from this tournament, for
झन्
the very
मजा
first of this tournament. Especially uh, you know, the streaming round. I was watching his gameplay.
फिलिपिन्सहरूले
So
कास्ट
my
गरेको छैन
personal
छैन
favorite is Win-Win, like the
ओए
way he
त्यो केटी
plays,
याद आउँछ
the
हौ मलाई
way
त्यो ड्याम
he
सिजनको
is
जे पाकै
carrying,
बोलिरहन्छ
hyper
यार कास्ट
carrying
गर्ने
his whole
बेलामा
team with his invisible hand. Maybe it's
कसम
just
यार
quite
के
not
अरे त्यसको
visible,
नाम त्यो
except
केटीको नाम हो है
that like the
मैले
Kimi
बिर्सेँ
match, except that Kimi match, he
खै
is doing his job perfectly. Like Sudin said,
सुदन
he just
होला नि
forget
सुदेन
his
सेठ भने
role
भने
that
गर्छ त्यसलाई
like he has to cast his skills and go off back. No, he's just doing his job
हेर न सुदेन
perfectly.
सेठ
He's
भने भने गर्छ
forgetting his role. He's a mage. And yeah, Yabe, we got a lot of applause to Yabe, especially his Leo mode.
त्यसको एक्सनमा
All right,
नचाहेँ
so
क्या दाइ
starting
मैले
things
अघि नै
up from the
भनिदिएँ अघि
drafting
त्यसले के
section
पनि
to the Yama Esports, and that is
फ्यानी चाहिँ बिहान हाल्नु पो
Uranus
धेरै
having
डराएको
banned out
कसले
from their
यहाँ त्यस्तो
side, and
फ्यानी
also
मैले खेला देखाएको छ होला नि
also
त
there's a fan is banned out.
मेरो साथीको फ्यानी देखाएको छैन
Yeah,
तैँले
and let's see if there will be such kind of respect ban
डोमीको
or not
निकाको
against
फ्यानी
Cockatiel
के हो सब
supremacy. Just like you've said, Zaytian
होइन होला
and
हो सायद त्यस्तो चाहिँ
Leomord, they were
होइन नै
very
होला त्यो चाहिँ
unstoppable in previous games from Yama
त्यो
Sports.
चाहिँ
So
अलि
yeah,
होइन
those are
नै
the
होला
picks. Cockatiel
अलिकति
supremacy
धेरै
should
नै
be
भयो त्यस
considering
बिचरालाई
banning out. But yeah,
फ्यानी
uh,
खेलौँ लाग्यो
okay,
अहिले नै
leaving them, there are also some heroes that are obviously unstoppable,
प्रिमियर
like Zushin and even Freya. So those have been banned out. Now they are banning away
रेयाले अझै
the
त्यत्रो डोमिनेट
Asian
हानिरहेछ
scene. So for the first pick, Yama Sports, what will be they be picking? Will they be picking Sora
ए
or the
कङ्ग्रेचुलेसन टु यु
um
Leo.
कि
Leomord
लास्ट
or
सिजनको
even the
ड्रमा निस्केकै छैन
Zaytian?
अझै
But
फ्रेयाको
for the first pick, I don't think
छ
Zaytian
हो फ्रे अझै पनि छ
is that viable. We haven't seen
अब चाहिँ
her
भुल्नु हेर
being as the first ever pick that very often.
हेरि त बिहान बिहान छ त
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a possible chance to see a Leo Mord, even he's just doing very well. I mean, Leo Mord in these recent patches and
होइन
the
केरी त म नि
recent,
बिहान
in
हान्थ्यो
the recent meta. Oh,
मैले
okay.
पाएको भए
So from the Yama side,
म नि लास्टै
there's the
दिइहाल्ला
Guinevere, secret by Lokes. Definitely, it will get swapped by Yabe if he's is willing to do the hyper stuff. But
अरू चाहिँ
I'm
म
not quite
जोड
sure. But
हेर्छु
still,
पढ्नु
there's a there's an open slot for Zetian and Leo Mord
कहिले
for the
हेर्नु
Cockatiel Supremacy side. I'm
हेलो
not quite
गुइनी
sure. Like
पायो
Kia will,
टुर्नामेन्ट खेल्न चाहिँ हामी पनि
put
केटा
some
बिर्सियो के
intent
भन्नु
to go for the Leo Mord, or maybe like they could have go for the Zetian. There's a lot of options in their
जङ्गलै त
hand.
हुँदैन
Even I
फेरि
guess that the
फेरि
Grok is open. Yeah, the Grok is open, so they could have go for Grok. Could be a very good option. Like so it is a very big counter suiting for looks.
Yeah, we've been saying that, but I don't
जिपिएस
think
लाग्यो
होइन सुतेको होइन
that's
छैन सुते
what they think, because we
के दाइ
have never seen Grok against Guinevere, where
छैन
Guinevere
नि दाइ
have
तपाईँको
already
लागि
been
खेलायो भने
played
उठेर
for
बस्दियो
3 times in a
ठिक
row
बस्नु
in
पऱ्यो नि
this best of 7 series. Okay, now finally, when Basha was left open, the Basha will
होइन
get picked
घरिघरि किन
up by
उ गइरहेछ
Cockatiel Supremacy with
लाइभबाट
Plod
गइरहेछ
being paired up with him. I think Yama Sports they need something with the early potentiality in the golden, like Ranger maybe. Uh,
तपाईँ त्यसले के अनर बनाएर आएर
so that they could snowball this game. Yeah, I think if they are
मसाज
भेन्स
गरेर
going for
भेन्स मिलाउँदैछ साथी
tanky build for this game too for the Guinevere, they should be needing something to dish out the damage in the gold lane and mid lane too. And yeah, that's what they are doing now.
यस्तो होला
They
कि
are
उसको
picking
कलरले
up
होइन
Ranger with Lunox. They have
घामबाट त अब
already
डराउने
got
कुरो डढ्ने
hands
कुरै
on
भएन होइन
lots of damage, but
भयो साथी
maybe Cockatiel
नसुनाउ
Supremacy they
नसुनाउ
might
डोन्ट कम्प्लिट द्याट
be able
सेन्टेन्स
to ban
भन्दा
out
त
some
नसुनाउ
heroes which could, disrupt this composition because they don't have that much of CC right now. And yeah,
केटा त्यस्तो
there's the
नभन्नु म
invading
त्यस्तो नराम्रो
Hilda
भन्दिनँ
from Cockatiel Supremacy.
You know, like things
Bunny
are
shot
now
at least.
hitting differently because right now we're seeing there's a
खोइ
Lunox,
हिल्डा लिने
so
नै
there's a reason why
हर्क्युलिस
I said
अरे क्या
things
कस्तो
are
हेर्न
now
त्यो क्यारेक्टर
hitting
अनुसार नि नाम छ
differently here in this draft.
ओइ
Like
मेरो फेभरेट म्याच लियो
there's a
त
ओइ ओइ ओइ
Basha and
ओइ त्यो कताको
there's
Oye,
a Hilda, so
त्यो
Yeah.
कताको
definitely
हेर्न बाक्सीको
if
नाम
you are willing to
भनेको
counter this
किया
hero,
रहेछ क्या
so
किया मोडलको
beside
गाडी रहेछ
carry, Lunox could be a very good option. And there is no carries a banned out from their side, Yama Esports side. So Lunox could
कियाको
be the
टायर है
कौन
very
जीता
good,
नेपाल
very
जीता
big and
नेपाल
safe option for
ओइ
them.
दाइ हेर्नु त
If you're
कियाको
just
टायर
willing to bursting out these kind of heroes like Bashas and um, Hilda. So I see something different in this game, and
के
drafting
गर्नु
is coming a
कियाले
little
मलाई
bit,
फोन पार्दैन
different rather than the other games. And there's a Basha, they just let open Basha, and they didn't hesitate to cocktail supremacy. They didn't hesitate to lock that Basha to their favor. And let's see, will it work to their
लु
strategy,
हाम्रो नेहालाई चाहिँ बोलाउनु पर्ने रहेछ क्या हाम्रो क्लासको
or are
नेहालाई
they gonna fail
किन
like
हो
like the like the fifth game? But
किन
they
हो
are not letting that happen because
यो क्यास्टर देखि
they
फेसिनेट
have their
हुन्थ्यो
own strategy, and
ओ
I
माई
do
गॉड
believe in them.
ब्ल्याकी
They will bring something new out of the box because
त्यही
their experience to do so,
तेरो
to
दिमागमा
handle this
त्यसको
kind of
क्यारेक्टर कस्तो
tough
छ हौ मैले
situation.
बुझ्नै
Like they've
सकिनँ
been in the final like more than
तेरो
कस्तो छ
दिमागमा
I'm not gonna give an
भयो
exact
नभए
number, but
मलाई बुझ्ने नै छैन म
I
सुत्न
witnessed their
आँटेको मान्छे
gameplays. I mean, not this team, not this
पिकमा
particular
बसेर
team,
त
especially
बुलेट
like
हान्नु
there's
म
few names like
कुनै दिन
Dash,
बाइक लिएर आउँछु होइन
Hercules, Sorin,
अनि
and
बनाउट
last one
हानेर
year I
देखाउँछु
saw
म
Kia's gameplay
हो
very perfectly. I witnessed his
अनि
gameplay.
भुइँको
So
हाल्दा त्यसको
uh, they have played more than tons of finals, and they're so used to handle this type of tough
सरोज
situation,
एक घन्टा
and
ढिलो
they have
सुत्ने
played
भयो अब
against Nepal multiple times. So yeah, I guess they will figure something out in this game.
All
ल है
right. So that's
योचोटि
the
चाहिँ म्याच
first pick for
इन्टेन्स
the
हुन्छ
second
जस्तो छ है
phase of Cockatiel
रमाइलो
Supremacy.
सायद
They'll
लास्ट
be opting
मेरो फेभरेट
for
म्याच
that
जितिसक्यो
using
हेर
once
नि
again
त्यहाँ
Black
हेर्न
Dragon
कस्तो
will be
दुवैतिरबाट
invading
नाइस
those
जाँदैछ है
backlines of Yama
अब
Sports.
कुन
But
लिन्छ भन्ने
okay,
हो क्या कुरा
for Yama Sports, they still need some explainer and one explainer and one roamer, but they can still flex that Guinevere towards the explain or even in the roaming position. So Yama Sports, what will they be picking? Once again, maybe another
ओइ
Kaza, but that's
कालिया र
not going
काजा
to help
दुइटै
them
फ्यान
during the
हान्नु
other phase when
पलुवा
the Hilda will be invading those jungles. So
यो
maybe
गेममा त अब
Khalid could
जेटन
be
लिँदैन
one
होला
great
यिनीहरूले
option.
तर कुन लिन्छ त्यो
Finally, we can see Rock coming up, but then there's
मार्टिस अरे लु
the
कहाँ जाँदैछ
Martis
ठिक
XP
ठिक ठिक
lane coming up from Yama
ओ
Sports. So will they
म्याक्स
be
दाइको त
doing
फेरि
good? So
मार्टिसदेखि
त्यो
Cockatiel
उसको लागि
Supremacy,
क्या
I think
हिँडाले लेङ गर्छ
one
भनेर क्या
best pick for
हो
them would
त्यही
be
त हो त
होला नि
होइन
त तर
Kadita,
मार्टिसले धान्दैन
or is there
अल्फा ल्याए
any?
खुसी
What do
हुन्थ्यो
you
त्यो
think,
मार्टिसको
Waka?
ठाउँमा त
त्यही हो होइन
No,
होइन
Kaida
नि
might
मार्टिसले
not
बिस्तारै
be
त्यो
सक्दैन नि
the
अर्ली
लास्टै
आउन
fit for this strategy
अर्ली
to
हो नि
their
त भाइ
strategy and this
अर्ली हो
draft. Like you have to
तर होइन
counter
ठिकै हो
draft your
लेट गेम
opponent. So Kadita
हाइब्रिड र
will
याबे
be
छँदैछ
the best option. No,
लुनक
obviously,
छँदै छैन
hell
लेट
no.
भाइ
Kaida is not will be the Kaida is not
होइन
going to be the best
हाइब्रिडले
option for
त्यसै
them
हानिहाल्छ नि
because
पाँचवटाको लेट
यावे त
uh,
विन विनले खेल्ने हो
whom do you gonna
के अरे
give
लुनक्स
the
विन
rock
विनले
flame
खेल्ने
to?
होला
Like you're willing to give to Martis?
voidले
No, there's a Marshall
ग्रान्जर
Coil
खेल्छ
and Yabe definitely.
हाइब्रिडले
He has
गुनिबियर
the
खेल्छ
own. All right,
लकले
so here
ब्रस खेल्छ
we are seeing a Kimi,
यावेले मार्टिस खेल्छ
67%
ल किमी
win
किमी
rate in
पनि
this
नाइस पिक
tournament,
हो यो
ओइ
and I'm
नाइस
not
पिक
quite
ल्याएर
sure.
लास्ट
Like,
यसलाई
are
किमी चाहिँ
we about to see a Martis with,
किन
uh,
मैले भनेको कुरा पुग्छ है
like with the Inspire? Like, I guess I have seen in one tournament in this meta,
अब
like
क्लडले
there was
प्युरिफाई
a
हानेर
Martis in the
कतिसम्म
EXP
भाग्न सक्छ
lane
त्यसमा आखिर
with the Inspire. I'm not quite sure about that, but
मार्टिसको
let's see
सेभेज आउनु
what
रे
is it.
बिचमा
Okay, so
दाइ
no, that's not gonna happen.
दाइ त
Martis is not with
म
the Inspire, but instead of that, Martis will go for the Flicker. At
मैले
least
त हानेर
it
टुर्नामेन्ट
will
गएर
फ्रेङ्कोलाई
save
मैले
him
डिस्कार्ड
from
हान्दै
the
ब्याक
critical
टु
situation. All right, so
मार्टिसमा
मैले
there's a lot
टुर्नामेन्ट
of
गएर
good names
सेभेज
are
हानेर
coming on.
मार्टिसको
They're spamming their flags and keep doing that, guys. I really
Oh,
appreciate your hard
logs
effort.
रोजा
with
आज सुता
the
होइन भोलि बिदा खाँ
Purify,
तिम्रो
Grok with Purify, is that the bug
बिदाको कुरा
in the
नगर्नु न
graphic?
त काम
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the bug in the.
तपाईँले यहाँ तिनजना
Or
मान्छे
else
भर्ने कुरा
that
गर्दैन
was, that was
Oh my
brutally
god.
voiced kind of
Yeah.
spell for Grog because he has his own CC immunity
त्यसको
while
घरको
he
बुट
is using his skills
अस्ट्रेलिया डुल्दा डुल्दा
nearby
अल्छी
the
लागिरहेको थियो
wall.
भुटान
So
डुल्दै
why
थियो
would he
नसुत
need
त्यसो अहिले
the Purify?
Yes,
च्याट
exactly.
सिलाइ ती
Like
तिनजना छ तिनजना
I
च्याटमा कुरा
didn't notice
गर्नु
that, but whenever you
के
just
छ
say
केटाहरू
like
खाना
Grok
खायो
with
भन्दा
Purify,
च्याटमा अनिको मजा
I
आउँछ
was like, what the hell is going on? So it was a
दाइ
it was a graphical flicker whatever it is. So in the top lane, and here we go. Little Wonder will taken down by Kia, and yes, it is. And Win might be in trouble, but no, there's a crying
जवान छ म थाहा
emoji
छ
is
तर
coming on
त्यति
Win.
साह्रो पनि जागरले
Like he was
नभएको छैन
so
त
sure, like he's gonna
Oh,
die. Oh,
यहाँ बोल्दै
yeah,
अल्छी
Logs
गेम हेर्दै
was forced to use his flicker there
त्यसमाथि यो फेरि
when he's
कास्टलिङको
also
कुरा
facing a
सुन्दै
lot of
अरूले
damage.
चाहिँ देख्यो
Oh, yeah, but he just missed his special migration. He was maybe trying to jump over the wall, I guess, but he failed to do so. No, maybe no, maybe yes. Who knows?
absolutely, yeah. Nothing fancy is happening here in the land of Dawn in the top lane,
दाले कस्तो
especially in hybrid
दुवैतिर
versus Dash.
मिलाइदिइरहेछ
Hey, this is a sixth game, and the
बिचमा
winner, especially if
बिचमा धेरै
Yama
प्रोटेक्ट
Esports
गरिरहेछ
manage to get the
अनि
win,
बिचमा बरु त्यो
then it's all
जबरजस्ती
done
इङ्ग्लिस
for
लिनु
Cocktail.
भन्दाखेरि दुई
Supremacy
साइड
Immortal Coil is
मिलाइदिइरहेछ क्या
coming
त्यसले
on for the
त्यस्तो
Martis,
हिल्डा
but with
भयो
the
पो
passive of
खेल्न नि मजा
Kusha,
आउनु
will get some regain against
अँ
Martis, and
माथि सिक्यो है
Sorin will try to push some damage from the back lane, but not enough intent to initiate a fight
ओइ
for
टायर पछि
Hercules.
Yeah, meanwhile on the bottom
ग्रिन
lane, I
क्याम्पमा कत्रो
guess
प्रेसरहरू
Void is facing some
ग्रिनै त
issues
हो नि
there. Nice
एउटा
fight with
अर्लीमा त
him
अब त्यही एउटा
against
ग्रिनले
Das,
गर्दा
and that
टर्टलको
was the
हुन्छ त
first
होइन
blood to the hands of Yama Sports, and
हान्यो
that was
त्यस्तै
Hybrid who
हान्यो
secured the kill. But okay, maybe they are
उडाइदियो
trying to go for the trade
भयो त
back.
अब अर्ली
Hercules
आयो
was
टर्टल
diving
कि त
into Yahweh. This Kia with the Seal Unity, but Sorin will be the one zoning
त्यो पिक
out
अफ
all of the
युटिलाइज
players.
गर्नै
He's a
मिल्दैन नि अहिले
maze,
त्यहाँ
but he is zoning out those tanky players with his
विन विन हेर्न हुन्छ
meds.
भने
Now we
पुगेकै
can
छैन
see
विन विन
Locks
अहिले
is
स्टार
pretty
वेट
low
थियो
on
भने चाहिँ
HP.
पर्फेक्ट
Nice
हुन्थ्यो
special migration
तर
with the
फार्म
knock
क्याम्पले
up
कहाँ
there.
मिस्टेक गर्यो थाहा
Hybrid
भएन
is going for the
Ooh.
decimation. He secured a kill. He's looking for another. That's double for
ओइ
Hybrid.
माथि चाहिँ ओइ
He's still
ओइ
able
नाइ
to go for the triple, but there is no one to
डबल
give assist
डबल
to
किल
him. Logs is already low on SP.
ओइ
He's
ट्रिपल
still going back.
होइन
Petrification onto
कहाँ
him,
जाँदैन हो
but
ट्रिपल
No.
he will fall to the hands of Das, and Yavi
डङ्क भएन
will
यार
trade
गल्ती
the
गरेँ
kill
ओइ
back
नाइस
to
रक यार
Das.
Yeah,
नाइस
you
नाइस
know,
ल
like
नाइस
that was too
रकले
greedy
राम्रो गेम
for,
खेल्यो नि त्यसलाई
I'm gonna say
ग्यासमा
for
मिठो
Dash.
ल्याएर
गरेन
Like he just
मिठो
took the
मिठो
kill of the roamer
ग्रकले त्यो
and
फर्काउनु नि
he
पाउँथेन
gave the kill
ग्रक
to
पनि
himself.
मर्थेन
Like
नि त्यो
he
ग्रिडी
just
भएर त्यो
sacrificed himself for
जबरजस्ती
just one
मार्नु
kill, and
नसकेको
that is like not that much worthy enough. Okay, so Hercules is Miyabe once
ठिकै
again.
छ
They
ग्रकलाई
might lose
साइन
some HP. I mean,
बनाइदिएर
Hercules is taking down Kia. Like they're in the full form. I don't know what's
डेसिमेट
wrong
कम
with
हो
Triple Cat with the decimation. Got reset and going for the top one. And Dash might be in trouble,
फेरि
but no.
मार्टिस यो
Yeah, that's the
ओलो
reason you have to be careful, buddy. You might not be able to
त्यो
get
फ्लिक
the
होइन त्यो
maniac
फ्लिकर हान्नु साथ मैले
while
देखिसकेको थिएँ क्या त्यसले
there's
भ्याइसकेको
using on the
थियो
XP lane. Once again,
मसँग
looking at the
मसँग सिकेको
replay,
मार्टिसमा
we can see here Yavi was, taken down there, but then the revenge will
अब
be
मार्टिसलाई एचपी
secured
पनि
by
हालेन भने त
Hybrid.
केमा सक्छ
That's double with the
मार्टिसलाई
decimation, and with Flicker with his Frosty skill, he managed to secure
हाल्न पनि
another.
समय
Okay,
मिल्न
Void and
त्यसो
Win is getting saves. Maybe they were trying to gank
तर
onto
कति
Incon because, yeah,
झन्डै
obviously Void was having hard time
बडी
against
पर्सेन्टेज
Incon.
के थियो
But
त्यसको
then we can see Incon is
तिमीको
very, very comfortable there.
ल्याम्नै
So they
खाइदिन
have to be careful about Incon because he is looking unstoppable at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we go. Martis might be in trouble, and it is like Hercules was there, and they were
त्यस्तो गरी छिरेकै थिएन क्या
so
अहिलेसम्म
desperate
अहिले
to
मात्रै
kill
अफ
him down, to
पोजिसन
give him
भेटेको
shut down.
थियो
Okay, so Void will try to flex his
धेरै जङ्ग
Death Sonata. I don't know why the hell Incon is still waiting there.
त्यो ग्रिन
Because
क्याम्प
of Void,
ग्रिडी
like
भएरै
one
खानु
single
गएको
Death
क्या
Sonata will be all enough to take him down.
मल्टी वेस्ट
And
गरेन
like
फ्लड मरेन
his team is already quite far behind.
Yes,
Let's see
yes,
how
yes.
they
ग्रान्डलाई
so
चाहिँ किन्नुको लागि
frustrated. Okay, so here we go. The Valorant YM putting some damage, but not enough to take down Dash.
That's
मार्टिस सिएचपी हो हाइब्रिडले चाहिँ मार्टिस हेरेर हो
that's fine if he is low because his teammates have already taken care of the turtle. That's second turtle.
त यावेले खेल्दा होला भने
Yabe with first ever itemization.
जङ्गल
That's
मान्छे खेल्दा होला
the
भने
concentrated energy. He will have some obviously regeneration and cooldown reduction. Now he might be going for for more defensive itemization because we can already see that there are two ADC who could dish out damage. They are going into that ADC. Bird is getting taken down. Alchemist with low SP will
Fortnite
survive.
final हो नि गोल्डन
And
कप
yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yama suppose they have to be careful about that golden because Void isn't having a great time against
That's a what's
Incon.
already
He's
fine.
already with one kill, and
what's right
I
there.
guess there's already huge goal difference. Maybe not much, as both of the players are seem to be on
तपाईँको
level
वार्टिसले
7 right
स्नोबल
now.
पनि पायो तर त्यो
Exactly.
स्नोबलहरू
So
चाहिँ
here, let's have a
ग्रिनले
look at the
गर्दाखेरि
animation
त्यसको
because
त्यो
it's the early phase.
प्रेसरै
We
गइदिइरहेको
won't be able to see in the late game. All right, so here, Void with the Hunter Strike, and in the other side, Claude with the DHS, concentrated energy from Guinevere for the
ठ्याक्कै
Yabe, and in the other side, still Kia is
Amsterdam.
suffering a bit with this, like some force of build of some items and Dreadnought armor. Here we go. Like Sorin, try to put some damage to
अहिले
the
त
backbase.
त्यस्तो
The ultimate is
Kस्तो
coming
bad
up.
is
Looks might be in trouble if he just get aimed, then it will be all done. But well, YM and Yabe is taken down by Kia.
मार्टिसले मिड गेम
Oh, when
देखाउनु
well on SP might fall, there's the blazing duet, but with that low SP, he will not be able to
But then
survive.
it will-
Purification will
आधी
come
भन्दा
handy
कम
as
HP मा
Das
क्या
was
engage
using
लिइरहेछ
that
केटाहरूले?
petrification. But oh,
ओए,
I guess
nice
there was
petri
no
हानेछ
one
यार।
with the
Martis
purification
गऱ्यो,
from
त्यत्रो
Yama's
मात्र
force.
थियो
The
नि
plane
एउटा
hybrid
Wait,
inside the
no.
turret will fall.
Ruby did
Here
हाने अब
win
खतरा
win two
Bad
by
Ruby did हान्न?
win-win. Das is still looking
Ali-
for
ओए यहाँ
to dive into the turret.
Well,
But
Lunox-
okay, with
Lunox
that
did
low
it.
HP, I don't think
Ruby
that's a
did
good
Ali
idea
Villain
to
this
diving into
Villain.
the
Ali Villain
turret.
another.
So that's the fight
You
being
know, almost
concluded.
forget
Kakatil Supremacy, Yame Sports, both of the teams are falling back right now and they are
Recall
preparing
गर्नु पर्दैन
for
होला त
the
Dash
turtle
ले।
number 3 in the land of dawn.
All right, so Cockatiel might not be happy with the gameplay, and Violet
Build up,
Reclaim once
build up,
again
wow.
will take a huge chunk of Kia, and it
यत्रो
is
गेममा
like
एकचोटि
slain
क्लच स्टिल
nicely
सुन्नै
by
पाइएन भने
Yabe. Blazing Duet, not enough damage. Just trying to
तालबाट
get a
edit
little bit
देखायो
poke,
भने
and here we go.
Oh, Grokle ni
Martis
miss.
will try
भेट्यो
to
नि
get
तर
Hercules
केटा
because
एउटा
he's
कुरा
almost
भन
out of his HP,
तिमीलाई
and
ठुलो
like
कुरा
perfect
लाग्दैन
decimation with a low HP is
अँ,
enough
भन्न
to
भन्न।
take him down. And I
म
guess there will
किनकि
be a
योभन्दा
turtle
राम्रो
dance,
ब्लक
but
खेल्छु
there's
ए ल
Hercules,
भयो यो चाहिँ
Khan,
धेरै धेरै
and
धेरै
Dash is
राम्रो
here.
कुरा भयो
But Kimi is just trying to clear the mid lane
फेरि
and
को
just
बोल्यो कि जो
waiting
चाहिँ
to get
खेलेकै
farmed
छैन
enough
को
to carry their team to the late game because they
तिमीलाई
have
त
the
एमएलबी
potential.
एभ्री
Like,
हिरो क्या भन्छ
Khan,
कान्छ
all right, so I was about to pause in Khan, but
होइन
in the
होला
meantime he was
Oh.
taken down by Win-Win.
Yeah, and maybe they might have the control to the turtle here, but it's still Cockatiel Supremacy. They are trying to contest the
तिमीहरू के
turtle
भन्छ होला
while
भन्नु केटा
being outnumbered against Yama Sports. There's the Black Dragon form coming up
Hey,
from Das.
मलाई के
The Traction
Oh,
possible
no.
miss here, and the
होइन,
tactical
होइन।
tactonic
अहिले खेलेको
charge will
त्यसले
knock
खेलेको
off some
देखाएको
players, but
छैन नि
not
त्यसले त।
so quick follow-up
Rock
coming
one
up from
down
Yama
from
Sports. That's it.
त
Turtle
भने नि,
being
हरेक
taken down by
गेमसम्म
Yama
त
Sports,
अब
and all of the players from
त्यहाँ
both
त्यस्तो
sides
बित्त राम्रो
are
भित्ता हाल्यो त्यसले
retreating with no any continuous fight.
Soaring is having a little bit tough time here in this game. Like he died 3 times, and like he's the one who died I guess more than the other teammates. Like,
एज अ ग्रक
so
चाहिँ राम्रो
not
खेल्दा
only that,
तर रोम
but
चाहिँ
also the
त्यस्तै
Yama
छ
esports taking down the neutral objective, which was like
Nice
very
hit,
nice. Right, so here Logs soaking up the damage. So Ryan still struggling a bit to hit the power spike with the Sky Piercer and the, like core damage build of Kimi. So there was the ultimate to check the bushes. Okay, all right. So did he just stole the blue buff? Okay, no, never mind.
Oh, once again, I don't
Again,
think that was
click it,
good
what's that?
idea to dive into the boost while he was all alone. All of the players were already
Grand final.
very far away from Cockatiel Supremacy, so
Hey,
that's
hey.
the Hercules being taken
कस्तो
down.
क्यारी ब्यान
But
हानेर
being a
ग्रिन्जर चाहिँ
roamer
खुल्ला छोड्यो
is Hilda. He
ग्रिन्जरै ली भनेको छ
has 5 kills. Okay, that's very impressive. Once again, another isolation coming up against him. That's nice knockup with the violent Requiem follow up. And
Ufareu
Kia
Kialai.
will be another victim from
Oh,
Cockatiel
nice.
Supremacy. Black Dragon form
Very
has
nice,
been popped up.
Nice,
Okay,
and
that's
nice return.
very high cooldown skill to be used up without any
त्यसलाई
fight.
झ्याउँथ्यो नि एकचोटि किमीले प्यार
So
प्यार
that
प्यार
might be
प्यार प्यार
costly
प्यार
for
पारेर
Cockatiel
उफ्रेर
Supremacy.
उफ्रेर
And they're also just walking very nicely. I mean, the Yama esports is coming down the
यस्तो
recalls,
हुन्छ
and
1v1 को
viewers
लागि
is
खेल्दैन नि त यिनीहरूले
commenting below that was a nice recall, So yeah, like case of Valor Requiem put this aside, and the Yuzong is taking down Dash.
सब हेर्नुपर्छ नि किमीले उ गर्थ्यो
Of Yabe,
मेन त किमीले हो क्या
Requiem, and he's just targeting
किमीले गिद्दी हान्थ्यो
the heavy
बक्स
one.
क्यारी गिद्दी हान्थ्यो
Charge
किमी
once
गर्दा
again against Hercules. Hercules will fall to the hands of Void, soaring free lone HP with no mana left, or sorry,
Wait, nice wall on it.
without any energy left there. So I I don't think Cockatiel Supremacy will be contesting this Lord now.
क्लड माथि
But then
ट्रेड
they are
हान्न
trying to
जाँदैछ
trade on the top
हामीले
lane there
पुग्नु
with
होइन
Econ. Once again, another fight by Requiem
Trade
against
हान्न
Kia. Kia
सक्दैन
will fall here, but okay for the
Oh
top lane
no.
tier 2 turret. They
हानेन
might be
होइन
able to
त्यसले
take down tier 2
होइन
turrets
ऊ
from
भने
mid
होइन
lane. Sorin low
हान्ने नै
SP.
थिएन
Look at the
हान्छ त्यसले ट्रेड हान्ने
damage
त होला
from
होइन रिकल
Destonata.
हान्ने के
Just
हो
one hit and Sorin is
हानेको रिकल
losing
हाने पनि
one
भ्याउँथ्यो त्यसले
bar
टाइमले
of HP.
You know what, Sudin? I
अहिले
guess they're just
कन्डिसन गर्न आउँछ
losing their, they're just losing their
यो के
will.
डिफेन्ड
मलाई
गर्नु र त्यो
They
स्पिड
are
जसरी नै
losing their
जान्छ
will
हेर त
because,
त्यहाँनिर त्यो
they just
खै
completely playing on their mind. I mean,
होइन त
Yama Esports is
त्यसले त आफै पनि कति मिनट
controlling their mind.
भइसक्यो
Feels like they're just mocking
तर
to them,
लड पनि आइरहेको
and
रहेछ त्यही भएर
like they're
त्यसमा
just
लेख्नु
losing the rhythm. I mean,
हुनसक्छ त्यही
बाटो
just
त
losing
अलिक
the
ग्याप हुन
confidence as
लागिसक्यो
well, and they just complete the Yama team
लास्ट गेम त
completely
झन्
mocking out of it. Like
मार्टिसले
it could be a great
स्नोबल
strategy,
निकै मिठो पाएको हो क्या
to
अगाडि
break down your opponent, break down their
कसले
will,
भन्दा
break the
झ्याम्झ्याम
confidence in this type of situation. It could be a strategy
त्यो
planned out
मर्नु
for
भन्दा
them.
त्यसको ठ्याक्क
Oh, once again,
थपिदिन्छ
another tectonic charge. There's a violent requiem follow-up. Dash will fall to the hands of 5 Raid. Kia with low
Max,
SP
मैले छु
will
यार,
survive,
मैले
but
छु।
there
म
are
केटाहरूलाई यसो
still some
सिकाउँदै
minion
छु,
waves. Once again,
सिकाउँदै छु,
Andrew
त्यही भएर
is
बोलेको
special
होइन।
migration to knock up Hercules and Pearl
नेपालले
will
हान्थ्यो
take
त
care
केटा,
of
मलाई स्योर थाहा थियो
him.
नेपालले
Three
जित्छ
players
भनेर।
to
केटा
defend the
जहिले मसँग
Lord.
टेक टेक हाल्छ
Another
क्या।
stance coming up there with the blazing duet, but still win-win will be the one to burst down
चेक गरेर हाल्यो।
that in con.
मासु लग्यो।
And I guess this is the end, obviously, with some recalls. They are trying to end this game with very peaceful manner.
Very
peaceful
That's
manner.
game number
लो बोल और क्या
5 taken down by Yama Sports,
easy.
and
Wow.
they
Game
are the
सकाइदियो यार
ones
लास्टै।
who will pick
लास्टमा
up the
त
trophy of Golden Hour Cup 2026.
बाफा
लाइन
Absolutely,
लगाएर
and it was
रिकल
a
हान्नु
hell of a
सकाइदियो
good
भने।
tournament and hell of a
तिनीहरूले
big
मिनियन्स
match
हानेको बरु बात
between
थियो होला
the
योपालि
Nepalese
के
and
भनेको
Yama Esports.
तिनीहरूले मिनियन्स
Congratulations
हानेको
to them. I was just saying they just
बास
त्यहाँ
completely,
जानै दिएन अनि अगाडि
break
मिनियन
down
हान्नु
their will.
कतिवटा लेन
And
आइरहेको थियो हेर न
I was
त्यहाँनिर
watching their
right पनि
game. I was watching their game very
यहाँ थिएन
carefully.
यतै माथि
The thing
कार्ड
that I
थियो क्या
noticed, the thing that I have noticed very carefully,
त्यसको अनुहार
that
हेर्न
they were
उसले
ओइ
losing their will
त्यसको
त्यसको
उनी
and
चेन्ज भयो
they
यार
were
पुरा
losing their
एक्सप्रेसन नै
confidence.
पुरै चेन्ज
Like
भयो
भने
in
त
that
भाइन्स
case,
भेन्स
I
निस्किसक्यो
saw them.
त्यसको
They were literally
अघि
bullying them
हाँस्दै थियो
out,
त अहिले त पुरा
knocking them
सिरियस
out with
भएको
those
छ
recalls, and
त्यसको
it was a
दाइ मुखी
perfect
चाउ
gameplay. I
गरिरहेको
guess it is the strategy. Not only you have to play well in the field, but also you have
सुदन
to
मामा ओपा दिन्छ
work
सुदन
with
मामा सधैँ
your
उप्पा हो नि।
opponent's mind. You have to play
सुदन
mind
मामा
games
सधैँ उप्पा हो।
with your opponents, and that is also a
सुदन दाइ
strategy.
कहिले
I
साइलेन्ट
do
डिज हेर्नु
believe,
जस्तो
I
भइरहेको
do appreciate,
थियो बोलेको
I do appreciate their tactics
सुदनलाई
they
यति
have
धेरै कुरा
played
भन्न मन लाग्यो
to
जस्तो त्यसले भन्ने पाएन सुदन भित्र भित्र गाली गरिरहेको।
the Bangladeshi team. I
यो
mean, the
बोल्न दिएर
Cocktail
मलाई पनि भन्दै होला।
Supremacy. Personally, I do respect the strategy. Hats off for them. Thank you.
Yeah, and
जे खेल्छ
well,
खेल्नु त्यो र
also
टेरिजलाई
the
पनि पाएको
thing
रहेछ
is the how the way the team Yama Sports adapted towards drafting of Cockatiel Supremacy. During the first two games, Cockatiel Supremacy were looking very unstoppable, but then after
ओइ आवाज
they
सुनिरहेको छु
were
मैले
they
के
started
आवाज
banning out some comfort heroes and they
मेरो
started
मेरो आवाज
picking
के
up some counter heroes. We can see Yama Sports, they have adapted very quickly,
कसो
and
मेरो
this
आवाज
was
भनेन
the replay of
मेरो
recent
आवाज
game.
सुनिरह होला नि
Well, first of all, there was
कसको आवाज भने
a very early snowball coming out from
किन अब
Martis, and
फिनाले कोसँग पर्यो
obviously
त
with
जित्यो
that
नि
snowball
रजा
there
नेपालले
was
जित्यो
no any
जित्यो त
ग्रान्ड
way
फाइनल
of coming
ग्रान्ड फाइनल
back
भने
to
मुरै
this
हो
game.
Like they just completely
झन्
खप्ला खप्ला
started
खाइदियो
their
नि।
strategy. Like the
50,000
two
थियो
game.
अब कति कति
Now
हुन्छ
I'm just feeling right now.
ए अँ मेरो
The
अनि
two game
सुनिहालिन्छ नि
they
आवाज
have lost. Just
एकछिन
यो
you
बिस्तारै
ल्यान्ड हो
गर
र
just
नै
should
होइन नि
understand
होइन
them well,
घरमै खेल्दा
to
वाच
understand
पार्टीमा त
to
थियो वाच
understand the
पार्टीमा हामी
strategy,
गएन
to understand
तिमी
their
घरै गरियो
mind, to understand their picks and
अब
strategies
एउटा
and
होइन
all,
टुर्नामेन्ट केही
which
न
they
केही
trust.
टुर्नामेन्ट वाच पार्टी
And
गरिराखेको म
I guess Yama deserves
ओइ यो
more.
एप्रिकसले अझै
Like
वाच पार्टी अझै
they
यतिखेरसम्म
just
गरिरहेको
completely
गरिरह
win three
त्यही हो
games
र
in a row.
कहाँ
Like
भन्थ्यो नि त एउटा
like like they just nothing
घरको
happened to them.
कम्फर्ट
Like
छोडेर
I was like
त्यही
first I
भएर
was feeling like
त्यहाँ पुरै
everything was
ग्रुपै
going
बस्ने
so
भएछ
smooth,
रमाइलो हो होइन
and
होइन
like
सबै कुरा
everything
फ्री
just
भए पनि
ended up
रमाइलो हुन्छ होइन
so badly for the
ग्रुपै भने
फ्री
Bangladeshi
सबै
पनि
side.
लाइक फ्री मात्रै
It
हुनु परेन कि
feels
बरु केही
like
हदसम्म डिस्काउन्ट
they
मात्रै भयो भने त्यो
just
वाइल्डै महँगो छ
beat them
20-30
with
हजार
their
40 हजार
with
यस्तो
their
दिन्छ
complete
एमएलको लागि त्यति वर्थ इट
mind
नै होइन
game.
यस्तो गेमको
Like
लागि
they
चाहिँ
were just completely broken. The last few
रमाइलो भएको भए
minutes.
पनि ल
I
ठिक छ
mean, why the hell that I'm saying like
त्यो
last
ग्रुपमा केही
few
नगरी बस्दा
minutes
पनि
or the last
30-40
few
त उठ्छ हौ
moments?
त्यो
Like the
एप्रिकसमा त
very first beginning of the last two games was completely dominated by the
यतिखेरसम्म बस्दा
Yama
खाना भन्यो
esports.
खाजा भन्यो
Like Congratulations to them once
अनि
again. The most valuable
चार
players,
पाँचजनाले
and
छ
that is
सातजनाले खाँदा
Yabi,
त अनि
who
यतिले
was the
उठिहाल्छ नि
jungler
पोकर
of the Yama esports side.
यसो
Tons of
गिभअवे गरेर
applause.
म्याक्स
You know,
म्याक्सर गिभअवे म
a lot
आज
of the
गरेँ भनेको एउटा
viewers
स्टारलाई
and
तर
you
भ्युजै
know
खासै
like
आएन
players were
20
saying
22
like
20 22जना वाचिङ आएर हानिदिन्थ्यो
Yabe is
एउटा स्टारलाई
perfect with as a jungler and his Leomord is
तिमीले
quite
सियरै
insane. So
गरेन
here we
लाइन
go.
तिमीले
He
सियर
played
गरेर टनक्क मान्छे
Guinevere
बोलाएर
with a
हानिदिन्थ्यो
decent build,
एउटा
nothing fancy.
एउटा
There was a
स्टारलाई
concentrated energy, went
त्यही
to
अब
Crown
आज
and
उता अस्पिसियसमा गए त
best
1000
played.
1200 खर्च भइहाल्थ्यो
And
त्यो
there is a
350
shoe
स्टारलाइट गिभअवे हान्न
which
त के
will
हुन्थ्यो
reduce the CD, the cooldown
मच त मलाई
reduction
दियो
of
नि
the
होइन
valid
तिमीलाई दियो भने
requiem,
यहाँ दिल्ली
and
आउनेले मलाई
20%
मार्दैनन्
damage he dealt,
सधैँ लाइनमा आउनेले फेरि मलाई
percentages to
मार्दैनन्
85%. Like
हामी यहाँ रेड
totally
छौँ
in one
अघिदेखि
word,
बोलेर
यहाँ
बसेको
भिसीमा
amazing.
कास्टिङ गर्ने केटाहरूले
Amazing
मार्दैनन्
gameplay.
मलाई गाह्रो छ नि
Yeah, the way they played, that was really great. Here we
कसले
can
जितेर
see
यस्ता यस्ता
yeah,
छन् है कसले जितेर
obviously
भनेर यतिखेर आउँछ नि
there was
मलाई डोमी ठिकै लाग्छ
one-sided
डोमी
win due to the
डोमी
snowball
यत्र सिक्रेटली त्यो
from
मलाई किन
Hybrid,
सुनाउनु
and we
Ah,
can
really,
even see
Nepal?
we could even see
रोजा
two
म
Sky
तिमीलाई
Person
दिन्छु सबैलाई
in
दिन्छु
the
नि एउटा
same
स्टारलाइट
team
पख न
in the grand finals
युट्युब चल्न दियो
match of grand finals game.
युट्युबबाट पैसा मात्रै हो
That was
जितेको
insane. That was
नेपालले
I don't think
नेपालले जित्यो
anyone expected two
डोमीले
Sky
कसरी सियर
Person
पनि हानेन यार
being
लाइभ होइन होला
built
डोमी यार
in
तिमी
the
त
same
2
team
गेम जित्यो
at
2
the
गेम
grand
हार्यो
finals.
Whatever,
नेपालले 2
whatever
गेम
that
मात्र
is,
हार्यो होला
Sudin,
होइन अरूसँग जित्यो
whatever the build
अँ,
is, you know, like
2 गेम हार्यो 4 गेम जित्यो
win does matter. And personally, I'm not quite happy with their strategy. I'm not quite happy with the strategy of the cocktail supremacy. I was
के हो
expecting,
अब बिदा
I was
लाग्ने हो कि
expecting a little
हान्ने हो
bit more.
यहाँलाई
I
In the
was
last two
expecting I
games,
am not happy भन्नु
completely
थाल्यो त है
felt like they were getting
त्यो एउटा एक्चुली
dominated.
इन्डियन
They were getting
इन्डियामा
perfectly
त्यो हुँदाखेरि कि
dominated
क्रिकेट गेममा
by the Yama esports.
सुनिल
Like the first two
गावस्करले त्यो
game was a
इन्डियन
completely
प्लेयरलाई
study game.
स्टुपिड स्टुपिड
That is the
स्टुपिड
thing that I
भनिदिन्छ
do
कस्तो
believe right
कमेन्ट्रीमै
now.
के
Hats off for them.
त्यस्तो
The
भन्नु
Yama
थाल्यो यार
esports.
यसले
Once again, they have proven
बङ्गाली
themselves
प्लेयरलाई
how good they are. The Nepali giant, once again,
होइन
in the big stage.
अगाडि
The
त्यसको नि
golden
त्यो फर्स्ट गेम
hour of
जसरी हानेको थियो त्यसको यसको
2026,
निकै
and
आश
the
जागेको थियो
victory
जस्तो लाग्यो
goes to the Nepali giant, Yama esports.
All right, congratulations to the team Yama Esports for
कस्तो अग्रेसिभली
once again
बोलिरहेर अनुहार हेर्नु न
getting or bringing the
आँखा
cup
कमजोर
towards
होला साथी चस्मा
Nepal.
लगाइरहेछ र पनि
This might be two times in a row where
गेम
this
सकेको अरू गेम
type
बाँकी
of
छ
events
सक्यो
have
सक्यो
happened for the online online stage, because yeah,
कसो
they
भने
have been
त्यसको
some
हेड पनि सुत्दो रहेछ यार
tournaments between Nepal and Bangladesh which
हो
have been the land
गेम हान्यो
events.
र
ए
So
250
yeah,
हेड बनाउँयो
okay, they should be feeling proud
गेम हान्नलाई
that
ऊ टुर्नामेन्ट
yeah,
लग्नु भयो
even though
टुर्नामेन्ट
the
फेरि कोही केटा छकै छैन हेर्छ
esports scene in
त्यो
Nepal
बुझ्दैछु
isn't
अनि मान्छे कहाँ
quite
यो
stable
10 जना
right
हान्न
now, but it's still
यतिर मान्छे छैन
with some players being brought up together, they managed to win a huge
फाइभम्यान पुग्छ
tournament
होला त
like this Golden Hour
ऱ्याङ्क
Cup
अब त के ऱ्याङ्क
2026.
हान्नु है त राति त
Still being
दुई
under the
गेम
unstable situation, Nepal once again proved themselves how good they are in the MLBB. And that is the thing that does
ऱ्याङ्क यति के
matter.
हान्नु
Like the situation is unstable,
मान्छे
but
प्लान गरेर हान्दैन
they are just
अब
improving.
गुरु नरडोमी
And every time, every
11:30
single
भइसक्यो
time,
दाइ
they're
भोलि
just
मान्छे
proving
बिहान
कुर्दा
themselves
कुर्दै
how
साला
good
10
they
11
are.
बज्छ
Even
हाम्रो
in the
जहिले
very
नआउने
first
तिमी
day
पर्छ
of our
तिमी
stream,
गेममा
किन
थालेर
I
यार
asked
भाग्ने
you some question and you
म
answered
त
them.
गेममै
Like
हुन्छु
there's a
अरू
more
त
good
खेल्न
players.
आउँदैन
Now they're focusing in something else, some
आयुषको
other
ऊ
tournaments.
हालिरहेको
But
छ
they're not well. But
बार्साको गेम
in
हेरिरहेको
just
छु
one word, like the way
अरू
you
के वाच
said, it
पार्टी हान्दैन
feels
केटा
like Nepal is kind of like playing with the B team. But
फुटबल
still with the
भइरहेको
B
रहेछ दाइ
team,
फुटबल
Nepal
हामी क्या
maneuvered the
फुटबल वाच पार्टी
situation and they played very well. Like if it is the B team, it plays perfectly. In one word, not only they're just perfect in their in
बङ्गाली
the
मात्र बोल्दो
strategic way,
सुगन्ध के हो
into
लाफा
the in their joystick,
सुसन्दा
whatever,
एनालाइज
they
हान्दैछ
also could play with the opponent's mind.
अनुहार
And
पनि
that
त्यही
is what
पारेर
I
बस्छ
felt in the last two games.
पागल भएछ
Completely
त्यो बङ्गाली
completely shattered Cocktail Esports, sorry, Supremacy in millions of pieces. And it was completely unbearable for them to take the Yama Esports. Like they just failed to take them in the last three games.
Yeah, anyway, that was the Golden Hour Cup 2026 being wrapped up for now. You may still be able to participate in the giveaways, which is being hosted in the live stream. You can share the stream, you can like the stream, and drop down the user ID and game ID, server ID in the comment section. Meanwhile, you can even participate in some contests going on in Facebook page of MLBB Bangladesh and MLBB Nepal.
300 पुग्यो भने कसरी हुन्छ डोमी
कम्पनीले महिनाको 1000 रुपैयाँ दिने हो त्यसलाई
winner of the huge prize pool of 10,000 and 15,000 diamonds.
लिटरमा दिने हो
And
पैसामा दिने हैन
keep supporting the MLB esports in South Asia. Whenever it is there, I hope everyone will join, everyone will like the stream, share the stream, and increase the engagement, because your engagement is all that matters to Moonton to give the slot to South Asian region, I guess, because if they are giving away the slot, they need something back in return, you know. So keep on supporting, even if there are flaws in the teams, the players, the management team, obviously, like the casters. I mean, I'm not very good with the English casting, so I'm really sorry if I've hurt your ears during this whole tournament.
guys,
but I'll try to improve. But we will still need your support in order to do that.
Well, that being said, thank you so much to everyone, those who ever work behind the back screen, behind the backstage. Thank you so much to the streamers, and thank you.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon, and I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking.